Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
Got to get into this one, man. This one is crazy. Yo, we have a lot of chicks out here who are trying to put men in their place, but I think that they've forgotten their roles as well. So I'm going to play you guys a series of videos, and then we're going to get into the final topic. Okay, so I'm going to mute that because that is copywritten. But it says, next time a female pisses me off, I'm sending my daughter to your son's DMs. Wow. So for her to get back at another woman, she's going to send her daughter to that woman's son's DM. I mean, how is that for female solidarity? And honestly, this woman looks like an absolute clown. I don't know if these are actual tattoos or just makeup, but this is really scary that she is a mother, okay? I keep telling you guys about these thug mothers, man. Thug mothers, thuggish single mothers. It's a real thing, and they're raising daughters out here. And quite frankly, it looks like that she's leading her daughter astray, especially with the tattoos. And then the mentality of using her daughter as a intercoursal pawn to get back at a woman that she is in a tiff with. I mean, it's absolutely insane. But these are the women who are raising the daughters of today. And that is why you have modern Generation Z women with the digital footprint of an adult film actress.
How the fuck did you pull up to the motherfucking party and forget the perks?
All right, so that is also a copywritten sound, so we can't play the whole thing. But for one, the sound says, how did you pull up to the MF party and forget the perks? How is this even an appropriate sound for this child to hear? Right? This child should not be hearing these types of words at this age, yet this woman exposes this young child to very vulgar music. So it says, how the F did you go over your dad's house and forget the money? Okay. Again, a lot of these women using their children as pawns. It's not a good look. I keep giving you guys examples of these single thuggish mothers, and especially to use your daughters as a pawn. That's even more of it's just even more of a shame, man. I really feel bad for these children because these women don't know what the hell they're doing raising kids. So the next video's caption says, when baby daddies refuse to help with $50 or less per week to support the kid.
Give me peso, extendo. I carry bitches like I'm Prego.
Okay. Then it says she put him on child support for $500 a month. So she was asking for $50 a week. That was $200, which really shows you how much she actually needed to raise the child. And yes, if her baby daddy was not giving her $50 a week, which honestly $200 a month, I would have just paid that up front. It's not much to contribute, especially if you're not going to be involved in the child's life. And I don't know what type of decision they came to in the birth of this child, but it always seems like, these women want first right of refusal. But when the man wants to refuse a child, it seems like they're not willing to do that, and you still are on the hook for child support. So to make it fair, men should be able to denounce their rights as a parent and whatnot, and their rights to the child. If women still have the option to abort the child, I think it should work both ways, or just get rid of the whole abortion thing, which I think is more favorable in my opinion. Okay. But it can't be one or the other. All right. And I mean, it's just wild. You chose this man. He didn't give you any type of commitment, and now you're begging him for money on a monthly basis. It's ridiculous, and these are the types of women who are raising children. All right, so now we have a Becky, and it says, what did you gain from messing with D1 athletes? Let's listen up.
I done did a lot in the streets and them facts. PTSD like I came from Iraq.
All right, so she says that she got PTSD from dealing with D1 athletes, and the reality is, let me adjust my camera because the brightness is tripping. There we go. The reality is they already know what they're getting into when they start dealing with these D1 athletes. These guys have options. They are the creme de la creme on the campus, and they have their pick of the litter. You knew you was not getting cuffed. A lot of these girls, they're not getting commitment. These guys are honest too. A lot of them are honest, and they tell them, hey, I'm not committing to one chick. You can be on the roster, and they join the roster happily. And then on the back end, they talk about PTSD. And what do I always say? Retroactively withdrawing consent. So you guys have to be very careful, especially if you're a guy with a name to yourself dealing with these modern chicks, especially these Beckys out here. They will come for you as a D1 athlete. They sometimes will even target you. So you have to be aware and move proper and understand how to vet these women. Obviously, no official documentation of marriage and no cohabitation moving forward, especially if you're a guy of that stature, because until you retire, obviously, which honestly, you still shouldn't do the documentation, shouldn't do it officially. Obviously, a ceremony, is cool, but oh man, it's just a bad bet. It's just a bad bet. It's a bad deal. And a lot of guys are just taking bad deals and not reading the fine print. So the final video we have is a sister who is complaining about maybe some criticism that she had received in the comment section. So obviously the comments are getting to her. I think they commented on her hair. I think they commented on her lashes, maybe her nails. And I'm just going to keep it a buck. She's not really attractive at all. If I had to rate her on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably put her around a 3 to 4. She looks like a guy. And that's okay. Okay. She deserves a Malcolm, a medium, ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. And she should be able to settle down with that Malcolm. But the problem is, a lot of these chicks do not want to settle down with the Malcolms. And the Malcolms are the guys who are going to lead them to the promised land. So let's listen up to what Shorty's talking about.
As men get their opinions, and I just be like, aren't you supposed to be building a house? You know who don't have time to worry about what I do with my hair? Men who build houses, bro. Ain't you supposed to be building a log cabin? It's plenty of trees to be cut down, bro. You worry about the wrong stuff. I don't like girls' birthday makeup. Ain't you supposed to be lost at sea, bro? Ain't you supposed to be catching fish, bro? You supposed to be hunting, bro. Why are you worried about what I do with my face? I don't like lashes. I don't like long nails. Go build a house. You worry about the wrong stuff. Men used to be artisans, used to be craftsmen, bro. Go shine a shoe, bro. Start a business. You all up in man, start a business, bro. Paint something. Men used to paint, they used to sculpt, bro. You worry about, I don't like girls that build a house. Sculpt something. Have you seen a Sistine Chapel? That's what men used to make. We talking about some of the greatest architecture. Y'all, that's y'all bag. What you doing, bro? Go start a renaissance, bro. Start a renaissance, bro. Be all up in y'all feelings, sending paragraphs. Put that energy into writing a script, bro. Shakespeare been dead, bro. Who coming next? Not you. You over here typing paragraphs, tweeting, multi-tweet tweets, bro. Multi-tweet tweets, bro. That's what you do. You making Twitter threads, bro. You need to be threading and sewing, bro. Go start a new, house, design something, bro.
So, I guess her point was that because men are critical of the way that women are looking nowadays with the makeup, the lashes, the weave, and all that, the deception, we should mind our own business and go build a house. Okay, but it's not that simple because men are still doing those things. Men are still overwhelmingly the plumbers. Men are still overwhelmingly the sanitation workers. Men are still overwhelmingly the sculptors, okay, the craftsmen. Men are still overwhelmingly the carpenters, okay? So men are still doing those jobs. But guess what? Women have actually given up their roles and what they were built on this earth to do. And that is to be a nurturer, to have children, and to follow a man's lead. Cook, clean, whatever that has to do with the domestic duties. They have given up their roles. So, she's very critical of these men in the comments, but the reality is men are still doing the manly jobs. We're still in the sewers. We're still on the oil rigs. We're still in the trucks getting our CDLs. We're still building houses. We're still in real estate. I mean, who do you think still does this? Who do you think built your car? Who do you think built your car? I mean, these women, it's like they're oblivious to the modern conventions that they are afforded in this day and age. And it's so funny because she's trying to hold men accountable, but a lot of women have gone away from their roles. And the reality is, she's not that cute. So obviously she is using a lot of enhancements. And I think she got pushback because people saw what she really looked like in the face. Now, I will give her some constructive criticism and say, hey, take the septum piercing out. That's not it. Honestly, you can't really do much with the face. I would say work on your body. But honestly, it doesn't even look like she's trying to attract men. She looks like she's going for more of the dyke look. And that's fine. If she is a lesbian, then all power to her. But speaking on men's business is where you're going to stop, because men have continued to handle their business, especially when it comes to the jobs that require heavy physical labor, firemen, okay, police officers, anything that you could think of that requires manual labor. Men are still upholding their roles in those positions. And a lot of women are just opting out and going to OnlyFans. So before you speak on what men are supposed to do conventionally and historically, you need to realize what men are still doing to this day and the infrastructure that you are afforded, that you enjoy the luxuries of. You need to understand that that is still coming from men, and it will come from men until this earth, gets hit with an asteroid or whatever. Okay. So, I mean, it's very funny coming from a very masculine chick. And the reality is, even if you are doing these jobs, a lot of women don't find that attractive. They want the scammer, the drug dealer. Okay. You guys, we've gone over videos where it's like scammer, 9-to-5 drug dealer, and they're picking the scammer. They're picking the drug dealer. So when you're telling us to go do these conventionally masculine jobs, but then the women are not rewarding those types of men who are working at the poultry, who are working at the, the power plant, who are working at the water plant. Okay. The farmers, are they really rewarding those guys? No, they're not. So men are starting to choose other professions that are going to be more attractive to women. And unfortunately, in the community, we have men choosing illegal professions in order to attract these women. So that's just the reality of what's going on today. So anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Same relationship questions to your email down below with a screenshot of your cash app so I know you paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your mark for game with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
What's good, cyberspace? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know, Reclaim Your Throne. So guys, man, we're about to have to go live and talk about Malu Trevejo, okay? Because she has some allegations against her. And there have been things said about her before, but this time I'm really going to get into the thick of it because a lot of people like to cancel men, okay? They like canceling men. They like saying, hey, you're doing wrong. You're a man, toxic masculinity. But look at what happens when women get power. Look at what happens, okay? I'm not saying this is all women and all that kind of shit, okay? I'm making the disclaimers now. But I think when it comes to beautiful women, which, Malu is, we'll give her a rating. I'll kind of show you guys what's going on with her. But let's go back in time because Malu is indeed a manufactured biatch. Okay, she's a manufactured bitch. She's a manufactured bitch. Okay, she has had cosmetic surgeries. She has enhanced her body. Now, I'm not gonna lie, looks great. Okay, it looks good. Okay, they're saying my letters are backwards again. All right, switched it. So the cosmetic surgery that she got looks good, and it looks like she pretty much has removed all of the prior posts that she had. I think this is the only one where she didn't have the the breast enhancements in. And this was back in 2020. As you can see, she limited the comments to avoid scrutiny. But I mean, she's pretty cute. Okay. Before all the surgery, I would say that she was a 6. And with the illusion of surgery, it had brought her up to maybe a 7. The illusion of the surgery brought her up to a 7. So it doesn't mean that she's an actual 7. It means that she's a manufactured 7, which really kind of brings her even lower because the cosmetic surgery has to be updated. Okay. It's almost like when you get a new filter in your engine, after getting an oil change, that filter, it just can't last forever. So you have to switch it out, every 6 months and whatnot. But with the breast implants, I think they switch them out every 5-10 years, something like that. So they have to continually be updated and brought within and out of your body. And that can leave scarring, as you can see. That's why you guys see that she has this tattoo here. A lot of women have that Rihanna tattoo, not just to copy Rihanna and stuff like that, but they're doing this tattoo in order to have tattoo placement so that when they get their breasts redone and whatever, they can just incision under the breast and then put in the little silicone or whatever the fuck the gummy bear shit they're putting in there, and then they can sew it back up and tattoo right on top of it so that it doesn't show a scar, okay? Because these surgical scars are really evident. Shout out to Main TV with the $4.99 super trap. He says no video on Tyree Nichols.
Oh, say less.
Yeah, so everybody has been requesting me to make a video on Tyree Nichols. I am going to have to. I'm gonna have to do that either tomorrow or later tonight. I'm not sure. But yeah, so let's see. We got people in the building on TikTok. But yeah, so the cosmetic surgeries, when you have the breast implants, you have to continually get them updated and reinserted and whatever. So you're gonna have to go under the knife. So that's why a lot of these hoes get the Rihanna tattoo like under their breast so that they can cover up those scars. Also, if you see a woman with hip tattoos in the front, okay, that means that she probably has gotten a tummy tuck or a BBL, because they have to cover up those scars, because those scars are pretty ugly. They really are, because men, we like our women flawless as far as like their skin goes. So we don't like scars and all that kind of stuff and acne and whatnot. But if she does have acne, then, you know, we don't mind, as long as she doesn't have any crazy, you know, outlandish scars. So here is Malu. Let's see. Yeah, so here she is. Sorry, I didn't have the picture. I mean, she's okay. She is okay. I mean, she's pretty basic in the face. The breast enhancement definitely helped her out. And I think she also got a BBL. But this girl has been twerking online since 15, basically. And then her mom is like fast too. Her mom's a little fast ass little girl too. Like her mom, I've seen videos of her mom twerking with her in the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. So you can obviously see how she had been influenced and whatnot. But you know, she's pretty hot. You know, niggas would fuck. So, you know, you can't take that away from her, right? But at the end of the day, she is panning out to be a raging bitch, okay? She's panning out to be a raging bitch. Also, as you can see, she is inserting the, I would say, the illusion of homosexuality, which we're going to go ahead and get into as well, which the woman that she's with, her account has actually been taken down. I guess she is a OF model, just like Malu. Malu has an OF as well, which I don't know what type of content she puts on there. I don't know if she's having sex on her OF, but I know that she does have an OF. So she was in the studio with Young Thug. Okay. So she definitely has a luxurious life and whatnot. And that brings me into my next topic. The Shade Room actually did an expose on Malu, and her staff, the people that work for her, have said some pretty unfavorable things about her. Oh, also, check this out. I did want to go back to this picture. So this right here is a sex doll. It's an intercourse doll, y'all. So a lot of people like try and get on men for having toys and or sex dolls, which most men don't have sex dolls. But she has a sex doll right there in her crib, a blow up doll at that. So if you go to the link in her bio, which I've told you guys, any woman with over 100K Instagram followers or followers on any social media platform has any woman that has over 100,000 followers is a prostitute. So she's definitely selling pussy. Definitely selling pussy. Actually, I just got on her OnlyFans. It is free. And she does have some overlap with her content on Instagram. So there is some overlap. I don't see any real nudes here on her OF. I don't. Don't see any real nudes. So oh wow, okay. Oh, so she is. So I see one right here. She's actually showing her behind. I was gonna show you guys the OF, but I mean, she covered it up, but still, you know, it's not safe for YouTube. Here's a video that. Okay, so she's doing like some dumbass dances, I guess. Okay, so I'm actually looking at the ass because I don't think she really has any ass pictures. Like no straight up bikini pictures on Instagram. And I'm looking at the ass on OnlyFans, and it definitely is manufactured. Like there's a sharpness in her ass that I can see that was most likely formed from the surgery that she had. So but yeah, I mean, all in all, she's pretty hot. You can't take that away from her. The OnlyFans is free and she's very active on it. As a matter of fact, it looks like other people are posting for her. The amount of activity that she has on here, it looks like other people are posting for her. All right, so Joel Hefe says, "LOL, hating on women again." You could say that, but I'm just exposing Malu for the raging bitch that she actually is. Okay, the way that she is treating her employees, black employees, the racism that she is exemplifying in the workplace, which we're going to expose, the homophobia that she exemplifies in the workplace as well. You can almost liken it to a lot of these men who have been Me Too'd, maybe even a Harvey Weinstein. Okay, Malu is damn near the female version of Harvey Weinstein. Okay, she's using her position of power in order to grant herself sexual favors from her employees. Now you're going to tell me that I'm hating on women because I'm exposing this, and no, I'm exposing her because she is not a good person, and she is your daughter's role model. And I'm telling you this because she is influencing your daughters to become just like her. So you can be mad all that you want, but the reality is that Malu has exposed herself for being a raging bitch, a racist, and a homophobe. And I'm going to prove that in this live stream. So if you guys are watching on TikTok, come to my YouTube channel, #Reclaim Your Throne. And we are going to expose Malu for who she actually is. All right. Because a lot of people like to come and say, oh, well, you're a homophobe and da-da-da-da. As you guys know, I have had homosexual people on my channel, and they have been treated with nothing but the utmost respect. Okay. Although I don't agree with the lifestyle and the choices, I have respect. All right. If I had homosexual people working for me, I would respect them. Malu does not. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Joel, hey, I guess this is a burrito gremlin. This is one of these Mexican niggas, I guess. He says, go to the gym or something inward. Get off social media. How about you get off social media because you're watching me? He also says you're the male version of Marilyn Monroe. Okay, so we could talk about Marilyn Monroe too, because she was a whore as well. All right. She was pretty much the whore of Babylon in America in the 1950s through the 60s. Marilyn Monroe actually had sex with underage men. Ooh, I bet y'all didn't know that. Yes, she did. Marilyn Monroe was a pedophile, and if she was alive today, she would have been arrested for statutory rape, okay? Because Marilyn Monroe had intercourse with underage young teenage boys who were involved in the mafia, running guns for the mafia, running secrets for the mafia, whatever, okay? Marilyn Monroe was the designated whore of the mafia, okay? And she fucked their sons and she fucked their nephews all the same. And she fucked their fathers and grandfathers. So you can come over here and talk all this shit, but I've got the knowledge, baby boy. All right, I got the knowledge, baby boy. And if Marilyn Monroe was alive today, she would be arrested for statutory rape. So if there's no way that I could be the male version of Marilyn Monroe, because for one, I'm not a whore. For two, I'm not a pedo, okay? And for three, I'm not a rapist like she is. So, I mean, we're cooking out here. We are cooking out here. So let's get into Malu, okay? Let's get into Malu. I mean, and you can pretty much get into her on her OnlyFans. Okay, so Malu is actually making a statement. She has a pinned tweet making a statement about abortion. So she's actually pro-choice. So, you know, another chink in her armor. Here we go. Let's do the expose of Malu. Then we're going to get a brother who worked for Malu give his personal account of how destructive and disrespectful she is in the workplace. Okay, so let's get into it.
Is there a dark side to this social media superstar?
Evil is her.
Woo! Hold on now. So this is another woman. Does she hate women? You see how y'all's logic just crumbles in the palm of my hands. You have a woman saying that she is evil. Does she hate women? A woman herself coming out and saying that Malu is the epitome of evil.
Dark side to this social media superstar.
Evil is her.
Millions are watching singer and influencer Malu Trevejo live her life on TikTok, Instagram, even on OnlyFans. But behind all the fame, shocking allegations from several former employees who say she threatened their lives, sometimes with weapons.
I don't know.
Threatened their lives with weapons. Let's just show for the record that Reclaim Your Throne has never done anything like this. You know, a lot of people like to make it seem like, oh, Reclaim Your Throne is just some bad guy. Well, if you talk to anybody who's ever had an interpersonal relationship with your boy Reclaim Your Throne, they're going to tell you nothing but good things. They're going to tell you that I had nothing but respect for them. They're going to tell you about the humility that I exemplify in the presence of my peers on an everyday basis. If you talk to the employees that work for me, they're going to tell you that I uphold, workplace standards, and I have nothing but the highest honor and respect for my employees. I would never disrespect them. If they need a day off, I give them the day off. If they have an absence or they're tardy for some reason, if they have an emergency going on, I don't say, hey, you have to work, you're my slave. No, I say, you know what? Hey, cool. Take the time off. You know, it's unpaid, but at the end of the day, there's not going to be any malpractice within my businesses. Malu Trevejo is a menace to her employees. She is the female Harvey Weinstein. She is the female Harvey Weinstein. This is the first 20 seconds. And not to mention the brother who is actually doing this expose. He actually works for WSB TV in Atlanta. Or is it 11 Alive? He works for one of them. I think he works for both. I don't know. But he also does these exposés on the Shade Room. And this brother is a homosexual man. And he's even saying, hey, you know, from the evidence that I've looked at, Malu Trevejo is a menace, okay? She's a menace. She's a menace. So, does he hate women too? A homosexual man? Yeah, I don't think so. So let me get into some of the rest of you guys' chats. Mr. Jake the Great, shout out to Mr. Jake the Great. He says Malu is the CFO of Thoughts. Bad Baby is the CEO. Yes. Hazim El Morsi says it's really a shame when women say that they don't need men, and when they start facing trouble or hitting the wall, the first thing they say, I need man, and they start crying. Facts. Romer Dubose says 6 for the cosmetic surgery. Yep. He also says good words, illusion, manufactured 7. You should copyright that. Reclaim. Hey, I might. Mr. Jake the Great says that sternum tattoo is the only acceptable one to me. Yeah, see, and I don't like any tattoos on my woman. So there is no tattoo that is acceptable for a woman that I'm actually going to take seriously, impregnate and see as, you know, the future mother of my children. Tattoos are for men, not for women. Romare Dubose says, take your time on Tyree Nichols. Everybody doing it already. Yeah. When I go into the Tyree Nichols situation, I'm going to give you every single aspect. I'm going to give you the facts. We're going to get police reports. We're going to do this thing right, baby. Main TV says she cold. Oh, yeah, she is. I mean, she's a bad bitch. No cap. I mean, I'll fuck the little whore, but that's pretty much it. Romare Dubose says, big head, but cute. When she get 35, she going to be ugly. Yeah, and I could see that because a lot of, you know, respectfully, shout out to my Latina women, but a lot of y'all get overweight in age, and you kind of get wide. You start getting shaped like a and there they go. They banned me on TikTok, so there we go. We submitting the appeal, but y'all start to get shaped like a muffin. You know what I'm saying? Romare Dubose says, women using dildos. If an 80-year-old man need a doll he can screw, so be it. Right. So yeah, we got Joel Jefe in the building hating. Mr. Jake the Great says Malu is the Latina Ellen. Yeah, because Ellen DeGeneres got exposed as well. Another Dala says, I'm from TikTok, bro. Did you get your dogs as puppies or when they were already adults? I got them as puppies. Escape Tricks says, get them reclaimed. Get they ass. All facts. Yes, sir. Joel Jefe says, someone should check your computer history. A bunch of projection. All you're going to see on my computer history is Facebook, you know, some real estate software that I am using, and pretty much any content that I look at with you guys. Joel Jefe says, I obtained a PhD, do some research. A PhD in what, my nigga? Mr. Jake the Great says, respectfully, Gen Z, have any of these female stars been tried to statutory grape? I don't know if that happens, or been tried for statutory grape. No, they haven't. Romare Dubose says, Genquavius will flame your ass if you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I will. He says, if you knew biology, you would be pro-choice as well. No, actually, if you knew biology, you would be pro-life. He says, you're an incel. You've talked to 3 white girls. If I'm an incel, then I don't even know what the term means, because your boy was getting down and dirty a few days ago. Another Dollar says, respectfully, you a 4 reclaim bro in the face. And that's fine, because like as a man, you don't have to be a 10. Doesn't matter. As long as my body's on point, I can get whatever I want. So I've already come up with a term for what I am. I am a Malcolm, okay? A mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. All right. So we've already established that. The problem is it doesn't matter what I look like, because men are the consumers of female beauty. Okay. So let's get into it.
She has a knife and she's just talking with a knife.
We're going through the multi-million-dollar lawsuit just filed against her. And in a Shade Room exclusive, you'll hear from the employees themselves. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
Oh, so shout out to Justin Carter. As a matter of fact, I just had a woman respond to my TikTok on Malu, and she says, oh, she needs to be canceled for more reasons than that. Wow. So they're saying there's more reasons why she should be canceled. And this is a woman with 52,000 followers on TikTok saying this to me, responding to one of my comments.
Malu Trevejo is a singer and social media influencer who rose to fame in 2017 with...
And an OnlyFans model. I mean, why did he skip over that? Like, nobody knows Malu for her fucking music. Name one song. Nobody knows Malu for her goddamn music. Stop it. Stop it. The only reason that she gets any type of views is because people want to see her shake her ass. Let's not spread any false aspersions over that. People want to see her shake her ass. Nobody knows her for her goddamn music. They know her for being an Instagram model, being a TikTok Tatiana, and being on OnlyFans. Name one song. I dare you.
her hit single, Luna Lena. She's also quite popular on social media. I'm talking about 25 million followers on TikTok, another 11.5 million on Instagram, and over 1 million on OnlyFans. Now, following her is one thing, but working for her is a completely different story after 4 of her former employees are now suing her, claiming defamation, abuse, battery, sexual misconduct. And when we started looking into that lawsuit, the disturbing allegations got worse and worse, including a former personal assistant, Victoria Barreto, who says that Trevejo tried to lure her in her bed and sexually harass her.
Wow. And I don't even like how they presented that, because if she tried to lure her into her bed and sexually harass, which they really meant sexually assault. They really meant sexually assault, not harass. They meant assault. Malu tried to grape this young lady. Malu tried to grape this young lady. This had nothing to do with no assault or no harass. This was straight up sexual assault. Cut plain and simple. Malu tried to grape this woman. And if it was a man, he would be, he would be arrested on all types of human trafficking, kidnapping, and all types of shit. But since it's Malu Trevejo, okay, and OnlyFans Tatiana, whose sexual perversion has led her to a debaucherous sexual lifestyle and debaucherous sexual habits, that's why she can't control herself. That's why she can't control herself. That right there. This is exactly why. Like, what else did y'all think? Because she has been influenced by the OF scene. She's been in LA, Miami, like she's been back and forth. I'm sure she's gone to some of these Hollywood intercourse parties, which I broke down a video of Sky Bree and her little friend saying, oh, we went to the orgy party, but we didn't participate. We're not like that. But then you see videos of her getting gangbanged on the hub. Okay? So the thing with Malu is she has been given a pass. She has been given a pass to groom women who work for her. She has been given a pass to grape other women. She has been given the pass to call her black employees dirty nigger Haitians. She's been given the pass. Why is that? I don't know. But what we do know is that TikTok pushed the virality button on her. And if you guys don't know about the virality button on TikTok, then I'm going to educate you, because a lot of people, it's called the heating button. A lot of people tried to make it seem like, oh, Reclaim, you're lying. You're not shadow banned. You just suck. You're just a bad content creator. Nobody likes your content. No, what happened was they didn't want your boy Reclaim to become the next Andrew Tate. That's what happened. They didn't want your boy Reclaim to go viral. And I'm not necessarily likening myself to Andrew Tate, but I'm just saying, because I ain't got shit to do with what he got going on. But what I am saying is they wanted to stop your motion. They wanted to stop your boy's motion. And that's why they turned the off button. They pushed the cold button on my channel and pushed the heating button on Malu's channel. Let's keep going.
Barreto says Malu Trevejo found her on TikTok, and before she knew it, she was flying to Miami.
I went to her house to hang out with her for the first time, and I was like, wow. Right off the bat, I was like,
Shout out to Romer Dubo with the $10 super trap. He says, bro, keep me entertained with real news and laughs at the same time. Support Reclaim.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
Where you at?
Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
Exactly. You already know. I'm trying to tell you. Another dollar says, thoughts on the Eagles lineman who got expelled or something for an allegation back in college. Yeah, I'm going to have to break that down. We might break it down if we can get to it, but this is crazy. Shout out to Eddie Ida. He says, majority of these females suffer mental illness and bipolar disorder, even the pretty ones. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Mr. Jake the Great says Justin Carter is that dude that be on the ATL news station. Yeah, shout out to Justin Carter. He's that guy. He's always on the scene. And it looks like my haters have, miraculously stopped commenting.
Seemed pretty dope.
She became her personal assistant in October 2021, but as the days went on, she started noticing red flags. Trevejo would stop her from using her phone during business hours.
So I asked her, I was like, okay, Malu, what are business hours? All I was told was all day.
She says she didn't.
All day. Does that sound like a healthy work environment to you? All the people who are trying to defend Malu saying, oh my God, you're attacking a female again? Attacking women again? Yeah, I'm going to attack the bitch because she's fucking wrong. Yeah, I'm coming for her because she's fucking out of pocket. Does that sound like a healthy work environment? A 24-hour day? And y'all over here talking about some damn, we need minimum wage laws we need the minimum wage to increase. We need the work week to shrink to 30 hours a week. We need longer weekends. And then Malu over here using her employees as fucking slave labor, and y'all are over here justifying it. And because the person who's presenting the information is a heterosexual man, I hate women. Y'all see how this shit works? Y'all see how this shit works? The other guy earlier said, what did he say? He said, you've talked to 3 white girls. I've talked to 3 white girls, but I took the first time I lost my virginity, I had sex with 2 black women. But I've talked to 3 white girls. These guys don't make sense, man. You can even go to my Facebook. My prom pictures are with black women. Women, plural. I went to prom with 2 bitches, guys. I'm different.
Complained because she needed the money to help her dad at the time, who was struggling with addiction. She was paid $4,000 a month.
My dad passed 2 months ago, and I got this job with Malu to help him, to help my mom, because they're both foreign, they're Brazilian.
She says Trevejo began wanting more out of their professional relationship. Court records say, quote, Trevejo immediately began making sexual advances towards Ms. Barreto once she began her employment with her, including requests for, quote, Ms. Barreto to sleep with her in her bed, cuddle with her, and watch television.
Wow. Who does this remind us of? Who does this remind us of? It sounds very much like Michael Jackson-esque. It sounds very much like Dan Schneider-esque, okay? It sounds very much like these Hollywood executives, Harvey Weinstein, who are using their employees, promising them riches and fame only if they sleep with them. What would happen if a man invited his female employee to bed with them? What would happen if I hired a maid to come to bed with me? Do you guys consider that ethical? No. You think these women on OnlyFans have no ethics? And they always talk about, moving ethically and, using emotional intelligence. And dude, these bitches are full of shit. They're full of shit. They're full of shit, man.
And prohibiting her from taking time off or away from Miss Trevejo's home, end quote. Barreto says that she complied at first out of fear of retaliation.
Go in her bed, sleep there, and that's it.
Court records say that after turning down Miss Trevejo's sexual advances, Barreto experienced a shift in her treatment, including increased aggression, dismissive and cold shoulder responses, and fits of rage, during which Trevejo will berate her, calling her stupid and dumb.
Wow.
She's mad at me.
Wow. So when she's mad at her employees, she calls them stupid and dumb. This woman is a predator. This woman is a gaslighter. What do they say about men? Men just keep gaslighting women. Men are just out here gaslighting every single woman that they encounter like they can do no wrong. Well, guess what? When a woman does it, lock it up, throw away the key. Nothing to see here. She's literally gaslighting a female employee who is probably on the sexual orientation spectrum, She's over here gaslighting this woman, making it seem like she's doing a bad job and she's not doing enough for her job. She's grooming. She literally took this woman from TikTok, just like they're saying Andrew Tate, oh, he's flying bitches out. Okay, bitches get flied out. They get flued out. Plain and simple. Bitches get flued out. Okay? They get flued out. That's what's happening. So when Andrew Tate flies a bitch out, it's a problem. But when Malu flies a bitch out, hires her, grooms her, disrespects her, attempts to sexually assault her, no issue.
You're my assistant. When it's come in bed with me, my God, Vic, you're my friend.
So listen to this gaslighting that Malu is doing. Let's see the haters try and defend this. Look at this gaslighting Malu's doing.
Her, calling her stupid and dumb.
When she's mad at me, you're my assistant.
So when she's mad at her, she's her assistant. When they're good on good terms, oh, you're my friend. No, girl. Oh, it was nothing.
When it's come in bed with me, my God, Vic, you're my friend. Like, come on.
Eduardo Vidal was her manager for about 5 months and admits that he was enticed by the 6-figure salary and moved from Miami to the Dominican Republic to support her.
She would call me fat. She would call me.
Wow. She'd call him fat. Where are all the fat shaming police? Where are the plus size women coming down on Malu for fat shaming? Her male employees. Oh, nobody gives a fuck when she's calling a man fat. That's the problem. Nobody gives a damn. That's the issue right there. The double standard. The double standard. And we listen to these women all day talk about, well, there's a double standard for men sleeping around. Well, why can't women sleep around? That's literally the only double standard that doesn't benefit women. Every other double standard benefits women. Where are the plus size women coming out in droves saying, hey, Malu, what you did was wrong and we condemn it. What you did was wrong and we don't support it. I'll tell you where. They're nowhere to be found. Why? Because these women don't have integrity. They just want to cancel people they don't like. That's why you've got people in my comment section talking about this, talking about that, but they don't want to address Malu's malpractice. They don't want to address Malu's bad behavior. They don't want to address Malu's ethical concerns within the workplace. They don't want to address Malu's HR, human resources fiasco that she has on her hands at this time.
She'll call me slow. She'll call me stupid.
But this was the final straw.
And then out of nowhere, she has a knife and she's just talking with a knife.
He says Trevejo got upset one night over a DNA test that she wanted to take.
Wow.
He says it didn't come fast enough in the mail, and Trevejo lashed out. This was the knife. Court records claim that, quote, the knife narrowly missed Mr. Vidal as he swiftly moved out of the way, but not before Miss Trevejo destroyed the table Mr. Vidal was sitting at during the incident with the knife.
At that point, I kind of like, I shut up because she's irate, and she has a knife in her hand.
And matters got worse when she added 2 black men, Rich Lacroix and Ralph Colon, to her team.
Wow. So now she brought the brothers into this, and that's really why I spoke on it. If it would have just been burrito on burrito violence, I would have kept it cool, okay? I would have said, look, that's y'all business. Let the cartel handle that. Let whatever, look, that's y'all. But once she brought the brothers into this, that's where I had to step up. Oh, yes. That's where I had to hold her accountable. Oh, you better damn believe it. Because she's not going to talk to these brothers like that. She's not going to talk to these hardworking black men like that. She's not going to disrespect these brothers like that. Okay? Because on some real shit, if they was some real niggas, we really could have got up in her crib and made off. Like a thief in the night, I take anything but some pussy. Like Young Thug said. So we really could have got up in her crib and took everything to her name. Okay. Okay. We really could have hit a lick. I hit a lick. Hey, I hit a lick for 100 bands. I hit a lick. We could have hit a lick on her. We could have said it one more. Malu tried to stop me. It's gonna be some dreadhead niggas in your lobby. We could have did that. We could have made away with that. Okay? When she was in LA, we could have got the Crip niggas on her. We could have got the Blood niggas on her. We ain't do that. We didn't do that. We ain't do that. These brothers came to social media and they said, hey, this woman needs to be exposed. She disrespected me. She disrespected my culture. She disrespected my race. She disrespected my people. Because there was a lot of things that could have been done. Okay? Y'all already know these female rappers ain't insulated from the bullshit. Y'all seen what happened to Lotto. I think she got her shit robbed. It's a lot of women who are in the rap game who got robbed. In the music industry who got robbed. Social media influencers who got robbed. Niggas could have set that up. I'm just saying. Niggas could have set that up. Point blank. But they didn't. Because why? They have respect for her at first. At first.
In May 2022.
Calling us old dirty little Haitians. She was making fun of me for being gay.
And she would call dirty Haitian.
Wow. So she's racist and she's homophobic. That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. Romero is asking to become a mod. Oh, yes, absolutely, my brother. Hold on, what the hell? They did a copyright joint. Oh, it's probably because of music. Fuck. They hit me with a copyright strike on not a strike, but a claim on Reclaim. Did it? A claim on Reclaim. Anyways, all right, I'm finna mod. All right, I'm finna mod you up, Romero. Oh shit, hold up. But yeah, man, I mean, niggas could have really like did her bad on some real nigga shit. Everybody knows one Jack Boy, right? Everybody knows one Jack Boy. So motherfuckers could okay, they got managing moderators and standard moderators. I guess I'll put you as a managing moderator. But you know, motherfuckers really could have hit a lick. They could have did the race on Malu, but they chose not to. They chose not to. This is her former bodyguard, and y'all know them bodyguards got ties to the streets. So she could have easily, like, some could have, like, she really was vulnerable, and she didn't even know it because she thinks that she's on top of the world and all, and she can talk to people however they want to. Say what you want about Reclaim. If I drop the link and you come up on my damn channel, you're going to be faced with respect unless you disrespect me. So I'm dropping the link now. If we got some dissenters, if we got some people who going to come up on and show their face, you're going to have to show your face. You're going to have to show your face because I do. That's just how it is. So let's keep going.
I would say a bunch of racial slurs.
Her former bodyguard, Ralph Colon, also only lasted for 5 months.
That's traumatizing.
He claims in court records that, quote, Trevejo frequently instigated verbal and physical altercations with people in various places with the intent of Ralph Colon intervening.
So you heard that. She has this big pit bull and she's intentionally getting into altercations, getting into fights, getting into situations that could have been easily avoided and de-escalated. What happened to the female grace? What happened to women being nurturers? Once they get power, once they get a little pit bull on their side, they're trying to sick him by any means necessary on anybody who they deem as a threat or who they just want to intimidate. Malu is acting like a female cartel boss. Malu is moving like El Chapo's wife. I mean, how are y'all defending this?
He also says that Trevejo threatened to fire him if he didn't break the law for her.
She's smoking weed in the car, putting my life in danger, telling me to burn red lights.
smoking weed in the car, putting other people's lives in danger. And this brother might have some prior felonies. He can't be in the car with no weed, bruh. Telling him to burn red lights, screaming at him if he does it. She lucky that nigga ain't turn around and slap shit out her. This is not how you treat your employees. This is an HR, human resources disaster. This is a disaster.
Telling me to go. My nickname to her was, you literally gotta be the dumbest ever.
Dude, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life.
That's her voice. Run it back. That's her voice. That's her. Just like they got tapes on Andrew Tate, they got tapes on Malu too.
Gotta be the dumbest ever.
Dude, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life.
Look, and let's keep it a buck. Malu's not that intelligent. Like, she's over here calling other people dumb. Malu is not smart, y'all. Like, the bitch is dumb as hell. All she is, like, she's one of those, like, dumb little girls who uses her sexuality to come up in life. That's literally all she is. I told you guys, any woman with over 100K followers, she's a fucking prostitute. She's selling pussy. She's selling pussy. Okay? Whether directly or indirectly, it's getting sold. It's getting sold. Got pictures with Young Thug. Did she fuck Young Thug? Got pictures with other celebrity men. She fucking them? Probably. And that's the game. Okay? But she's over here calling other people dumb. But bitch, you sell ass pictures and pussy pictures for free $99 on OnlyFans. And they're trying to make it seem like she's trying to make it seem like she's just like some intelligent bitch. No, you're dumb as fuck, bitch.
Lacroix, another former assistant, says that he had enough when, quote, he was directed to purchase large quantities of illicit drugs for Miss Trevejo's use, and went on to say that she began to use racial and homophobic slurs towards him.
Racial and homophobic slurs. Miss Trevejo began using slurs such as blank, dirty Haitian. Y'all know that's the N-word. So I mean, look at the disrespect that she has for black men. Look at the disrespect. Okay? All right, and I'm gonna try and get this document. Let me try and get this document. Let me try and get this lawsuit document.
Whether it was an ant walking by and passed by her bed, it was my fault. If the burger wasn't made right, it was my fault. The least.
Y'all hear that? The gaslighting. The gaslighting. And you know why I got respect for this brother too? Because he's a homosexual man who's not like mad, flamboyant and whatnot. Like he's speaking as a man would speak. Whatever you got going on sexually, hey, that's your business. But if you a man, be a fucking man, right? If you a man, be a man. That's why I can rock with this brother. Because although he is homosexual, he prefers booty. He's still speaking like he's not, oh, girl, well, she was so rude. Like, she was just like, that. Like, he's not doing all that. So respect to this brother.
Thing is, you could do is just give me some respect.
We reached out to Malu Trevejo and her team, and we got a response from one of her representatives who say that Ms. Trevejo is aware of the false allegations in the lawsuit and looks forward to defending herself against these baseless claims.
False
For
allegations.
TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
So they're false allegations, huh? No, ma'am. I got the lawsuit documentation. It's 20 pages. It's 20 pages. We can read it. Oh, man. Oh, man, they're trying to make me pay to download it. Let's see. Let's see if I can get these documents, y'all. Let's see if I can get these documents, y'all. Because it's out there. It's out there. And we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down because this woman's a piece of shit. I don't care what you say. And it's other female TikTok influencers exposing her too. Okay? So y'all you say that I'm this and I'm that and oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna just keep hitting you with the facts because she's a piece of shit, man. She really is. And she needs to be knocked down a couple pegs.
I'm texting you through the other phone and you don't fucking answer. This is pissing me off. I told you yesterday. Get me the chef. I want to be here. I won.
Okay, so she's mad at this woman because she's not answering her phone. But guess what they do when men do this? When men send like double text or send threatening voice messages when a woman doesn't answer her text, oh, you're the worst man in the world. I told you, women love exposing men on social media and embarrassing men on social media. So when you DM them, double text them, whatever, they're gonna try and make you look bad. They're gonna try and make you look bad. But you got Malu over here double texting her I guess her assistant, sending her threatening messages. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, man. And she is saying there's still false allegations. She doesn't want to take accountability. See, I may not have done this video if she would have said, hey, I'm so sorry for my actions. I'm a fucking bitch. I'm a complete brat. I've got resting bitch face. I need to go to some type of therapy. I'm fucked up in the head. I'm a piece of shit. I own up to it. I take up for my actions, and I promise to never treat human beings like this ever again. But you know what? Her narcissism cannot allow her to do that. Because she feels like she can do no wrong. She feels like she can treat people of color horribly, people of color disrespectfully, just because she's of a lighter complexion. Oh yeah, I'm going there because that's exactly how she feels. That's exactly how she feels. And she shows that through her disrespect for black men, Hispanic men, and Hispanic women.
I'm texting you through the other phone and you don't fucking answer. This is pissing me off. I told you yesterday. Get me the chef. I want to be here. I won. It's 2:22 and the chef is not here. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You can't do nothing.
If it wouldn't be for OnlyFans, me showing my fucking titties and I told and I fucking ass, I wouldn't have none of this shit.
The fuck you gotta do all that shit for? Are you dumb, Rich? Are you really fucking dumb, bro? I'm literally just telling you to see.
Hold on, see, and I literally, people were in the comments, oh my God, her music is so good. Oh, she did this. Oh, she did that song. You said name one song? Google search really quick. Drop 10 songs. Oh, see, I can name 10 songs from Malu. No, the fuck you couldn't, bitch. You went and Googled it, dumbass. You went and Googled it. Don't nobody know that bitch for her music. You heard what she said. If I didn't do OnlyFans, if I did not do OnlyFans this way, I would not have none of this, bro. If I did not do OnlyFans, there would be nothing. I would be nothing. Yeah, she wouldn't be shit without OnlyFans. She wouldn't be shit without showing her ass, her titties, her cooter cat online. Let's read these messages. Constantly calling me dumb and stupid. Proof of me occupying her to her needs. Occupying to her needs. I think what she meant to say was acquiescing maybe to her needs. And didn't receive any messages before. She texted the wrong phone. Okay, so she texted the wrong phone. This is Malu. What the fuck? Like, you literally retarded. He's still making the food. I hear him. Tell him to stop. They're calling him now to tell him to stop. You gotta be the dumbest motherfucker ever. Why the fuck? This woman says, excuse me. Damn. I will message you when you're calm. I can't talk. I can't take all this negativity right now. She said, oh, it's negativity is the fucking truth. It's the fucking truth. You dumb as shit. He not stopping. I won't be paying for food now. I'm going back to sleep. If he does the pasta, I will throw the pasta at the fucking car you drive through the fucking window. If he does the pasta, I will. Okay, so yeah. So she's a fucking bitch. She's like the nightmare Latina from hell. She's a fucking bitch. Who do you think she learned that from? Her single mom. Who do you think she learned how to use her body to get what she wants from? Her single mom. Who do you think she learned how to spread her legs and show her ass and titties online for money? Single mom. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not some complex equation. She's a bitch because she was raised without a father. Okay? Let me read some more of your chats, and then we're going to get into that statement she made about OnlyFans. Mahayana Confidential says she's selling that seashell, not by the seashore, though. Right. Jojo Joestar says, no way a dude like Young Thug was around Malu and didn't hit. Facts. King J says, damn, she got the Scarface voice and everything. Yes, she really does. Romero Dubo says, support the channel, people. Y'all better. Alpha Zo says, oh, nah, I'm coming at her. Yeah, she fucking with the Zos, bruh. Alpha Zo says, these fake influencers have to be stopped. Facts. Mahayana Confidential also says, nah, I don't mind racism. It's funny to me. Racism will never go anywhere. We're naturally tribal. Most women are. So, I don't necessarily disagree. But when it comes from in a demeaning tone, like I love a good racist joke. Don't get me wrong. Like I love a good racist joke. But for you to talk to your employees and say, oh, you dirty nigger Haitian, whatever. No, that's bullshit. No, that's bullshit. I could see if they were like your genuine friends and like you really like was down with them like that much. You know what I'm saying? Like how niggas be playing with each other, going and joking around with each other. But once you are employing somebody, you need to move with some type of professionalism. Okay? Just like white men wouldn't like black men to say, oh, you pussy ass cracker, Like you wouldn't want to be employed by a black man who's calling you a pussy ass cracker all fucking day. Come on, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. So I move off of the golden rule. Do as to unders as you would like to be done unto you. And you can tell that Malu does not believe that. Like I'm all for a joke. I'm all for a good racist joke, sexist joke, whatever the fuck, as long as it's jokes. But once you are an employer and you're like being disrespectfully serious to somebody, then that's where the line is drawn. Because if a man did this, he would be canceled. Romero Dubo says Malu gonna end up doing that apology letter soon. I don't think so. I think she's gonna double down. I think she's gonna stand out. I think she's gonna double down. Romero Dubo says she another Mildred Pierce. Joanne Crawford. Alphazo says narcissist, stuck up, airhead, SMH. Everything has to go her way, and I can tell she wants everyone to kiss her behind and put her on a pedestal. Facts. He also says those types of girls don't have no accountability or empathy. No, they don't. Alvazo says, bet she doesn't talk like that to the chads that bang her and dump her. Yeah, she doesn't talk like that to the, even though she is having sex with black men, even though she's having sex with every black rapper in the industry, I guarantee she doesn't talk like that to them. She's all quiet and, ooh, daddy, what you want, papi, da 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 da, all that bullshit. But when she is talking to her employees, she disrespects them. Romero Dubo says, she got that Cardi attitude and she ain't near Cardi. Yeah. And from what I'm seeing, I haven't really seen that Cardi be like super disrespectful to her employees. So I'll give Cardi respect for that. Alphazo says, how do I know she had an OnlyFans? Yeah. Mayana Confidential says she sounds special. Romero Dubo says titties. Alphazo says looking down on men and acting like the world revolves around her, but all she's known for is her sexuality and sucking dick. Right. Romero Dubo says she definitely dumb though. Oh yeah, she's dumb as shit. Noel D says at least she can admit she's nothing without being a manufactured bitch. Facts. Spark that shit says, damn, you cold, bro. I love it. Oh yeah, you already know, nigga. Alvazo says that is how most girls talk to men, and you men accept it and let them get away with it. Yeah, that would never happen to me. Alvazo says, I'm telling y'all, they don't talk like that around the rappers and athletes. They are starstruck and turn submissive. Absolutely. Alphazo is absolutely 100% correct. The only time they start talking disrespectful to these rappers and athletes is after they fucking chuck them, maybe leaving with a baby or two in tow, and then they getting salty talking about my baby daddy ain't shit, okay? Alphazo says they pick and choose when to be disrespectful and hateful towards men. Absolutely. Like the women who say, oh, I hate all men. Yeah, except the Chad that you're fucking and sucking his cock, right? Spark the Shit says men can make racist jokes and laugh after if they friends. Women don't have the brain capacity to take anything as jokes. They really do want to hurt you. And you're absolutely right by that. Spark that.
If it wouldn't be for OnlyFans, me showing my fucking titties and I toes and I fucking ass, I wouldn't have none of this shit.
The fuck you gotta do all that?
So you heard what she said. If it wasn't for OnlyFans and showing my titties and showing my ass, I wouldn't have none of this shit. Run it back. So for all the people who say Malu made her wealth off of her music, yeah, no, she didn't. She's a fucking e-whore. She's a fucking internet slut, and that's all there is to it. Don't get in my comments. Oh, you hate women. She admitted it herself. She's a fucking OnlyFans whore, and that's that. That's that. Plain and simple.
If it wouldn't be for OnlyFans, me showing my fucking titties and I toes and I fucking ass, I wouldn't have none of this shit.
Yep. The fuck you gotta do all that shit for? Are you dumb, Rich? Are you really fucking dumb, bro? I'm literally just telling you to see if he has Giardia, which means they just gotta take his blood to check. So why the fuck would you do all that shit that you send me? So I don't know.
So run it up, run it back. The dog had Giardia, okay? And this sickness, this illness can only happen when the dog eats its own poop. So guess what Malu was doing? She was having her dogs probably in some type of room in her house or maybe the garage. Stay in the garage in a tight enclosed space because dogs only eat their shit when they're in a tight enclosed space and they can't stand the smell anymore. That's the only time they'll eat their shit. So she had her dog in a tight enclosed space, and because I breed dogs. But she had the dog in a tight enclosed space. The dog shit. She didn't clean it up. She didn't get any of her maids to clean it up. Any of that. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? The dog started eating its own shit. Okay? She said which was happening because never once walked the dog. She didn't even take the dog out. So she's not only racist, she's not only homophobic, but she's a dog abuser as well. And now she wants to scream and yell because a doctor recommended things and that wasn't the answer she wanted to hear. Yeah, this bitch might be worse than Mike Vick. This bitch might be worse than Michael Vick, my nigga.
So I don't know, talk to your family, whatever. But if you don't come today, then forget about your fucking job.
So threatening to fire the assistant because he couldn't go feed her dog on his day off while he was taking care of his mom that was sick. What an egregious thing for her to do. And all of y'all keep defending Malu. Where are the Malu defenders in the chat now? Who's defending this whore? Who's defending her? Who can stand and come to my stream and defend her? Who dares? I mean, it's so crazy. And matter of fact, I don't even have to. We're gonna get into this. Whew. We're gonna get into this. I'm gonna get into the lawsuit document. I'm not even gonna download it. She's hot, but yes, at what cost? At what cost? She is a raging bitch. And that is not up for debate. That is not up for debate. At all. So let's get into the lawsuit document. We're just gonna go full screen with this joint. So y'all don't think I'm making this up. Reclaim, you're just making things up. Malu's a good person. No, she's not. Everybody likes to make it seem like, oh, Reclaim, you're such a bad person. There's nobody who can come up with any type of allegations against me whatsoever. Whatsoever. Okay? Not no racist allegations. Okay? Being disrespectful to my employees. So, this is an action for damages not in excess of $4 million. exclusive of interest, costs, fees, and punitive damages. So they want $4 million walking away. Corporate defendant MLT World LLC is and was registered and doing business in Miami-Dade County, Florida. Venue and jurisdiction are proper in the Circuit Court of Miami-Dade County, Florida. Factual background. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. At all times, material hereto, plaintiffs were employed or employees of defendants working in various positions supporting Ms. Trevejo and her business MLT as follows. Victoria Barreto, okay, individually known as Miss Barreto. Date of employment, October 2021 through December 10th, 2021. Job description, personal assistant. Job duties, keeping Ms. Trevejo on schedule for business appointments, facilitating all personal requests made by Ms. Trevejo within the scope of her activities as it pertained to perpetuating MLT. Ralph Colon, okay. Dates of employment, May 8th, 2022 through October 10th, 2022. Job description, security guard, bodyguard. Job duties, keeping Ms. Trevejo safe from physical harm, okay. Edward Vidal, individually known as Mr. Vidal. Dates of employment, December 2021 through May 2025, or my bad, May 25th, 2022, and July 23rd, 2022, through October 17th, 2022. Job description, assistant and co-manager. Job duties, keeping Ms. Trevejo on schedule for business appointments, facilitating all personal requests made by Ms. Trevejo within the scope of her activities as it pertained to perpetuating MLT, okay? Which Neverson LaCroix, okay? Date of employment, May 2022 through August 2022. Job description, personal assistant. Job duties, keeping Ms. Keeping Ms. Trevejo on schedule for business appointments, facilitating all personal requests made by Ms. Trevejo within the scope of her activities as it pertained to perpetuating MLT. Plaintiffs resided in Ms. Trevejo's home in Miami-Dade County while working for her, but also traveled with her nationally and stayed with her for extended periods in Los Angeles, California, as needed while perpetuating MLT. Ms. Trevejo works as a social media influencer and socialite. Ms. Trevejo submits content on multiple social media platforms, including TikTok, Instagram, and OnlyFans. Oh my God! Imagine how embarrassing it is to have in certified, notarized legal documents that you're an OnlyFans whore. Imagine how embarrassing that is. Shame. Tusk. Okay. Imagine how embarrassing it is to have your claim to fame in court documents and notarized court documents be OnlyFans. Shout out to Noel D with the $9.99 super trap. He says, we have to hold brothers accountable as well. Simps are enabling this behavior. And as Alpha Zoe said, women don't behave this way toward men with accolades.
Oh, say less.
You're absolutely right. We have to hold the men accountable, and the men who simp for her OnlyFans definitely need to be held accountable. Ms. Trevejo makes appearances at social events and venues in order to boost patronage to said venues. Ms. Trevejo also sells music and incorporates it in her social media influencing career. Ms. Trevejo's content on social media is believed to have a vast audience, generating traffic to such platforms and income for her related there too. Damn, excuse me. General allegations. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all proceedings paragraphs herein. Plaintiffs suffered continuous abuse at the hands of Ms. Trevejo, enduring mental, emotional, sexual, and physical punishment throughout the duration of their employment with defendants. Plaintiffs also suffered financial hardships as a direct result of Ms. Trevejo's actions while employed by her. Sexual misconduct on Victoria Barreto. Okay, so here is what makes Malu a predator. Okay, so all the women leaving the chat now when a woman is exposed for being a predator. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs hereinto. Miss Barreto met Miss Trevejo in December 2020. So, all right, before we get into this, everybody needs to believe all women. Everybody needs to stop what the fuck they're doing and believe all women. Because when this woman alleges sexual assault, we need to believe her. We need to stand by her. We need to put our arms around her. We need to embrace her. We need her to bring her into the community and know that she is in a safe place. Know that she is in a safe space. So everybody needs to stop what they're doing and believe all women right now. While they started off as friends, we started off as close friends. And so I made you to my girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to little baby though. While they started off as friends, Miss Trevejo eventually offered Miss Barreto a position as her personal assistant in October 2021. Miss Trevejo immediately. Damn. Oh, shit. Keep yawning. Sorry. Miss Trevejo immediately began making sexual advances toward Miss Barreto once she began her employment with her. Disgusting. Disgusting. If this was a man, Among these advances included requests by Miss Trevejo for Mrs. Barreto to sleep with her in the bed, cuddle with her, and watch television, controlling and claiming possession of Miss Barreto by telling others that she was her girlfriend. Inappropriate work relationship. This is Malu using her position of power to groom a young woman into becoming a subservient person to her. And they say only men do this. Alienating. Oh, if women are just in charge of the workplace, if there are more female CEOs, there'll be less sexual harassment. That's a damn lie, because there was a woman who just came out and said that she forced makeout scenes with her male actors once she became a director. She forced uncomfortable makeout scenes and used tongue. This was an article coming from Hollywood, and this was a female director, and she was literally forcing sex scenes that were not in the script originally in order to fulfill some type of fucking sick fantasy that she had. Woosah. Woosah. Let it be known that Malu Trevejo has not been shadow banned. Let it be known that Malu Trevejo's content on OnlyFans, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, none of these have been stifled or stopped by any means. There has not been an effort to remove her from any social media platforms. There is not a peep of dissenters, disagreeing with her content. She's not being banned on TikTok. She has 25 million followers on TikTok. She's getting on average about 1 million views a video, 500,000 to 1 million views a video. No type of stifling in her content's traction. No type of shadow banning. No type of reprimands from social media oligarchs. But when you look at the men's channel, when all we're trying to do is expose this shit, you get destroyed in the algorithm. So that's why I ask you guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because this message cannot get out without you guys. And I thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys. And I'm not one of these content creators who are usually female content creators who just use my subs for cash and don't give a fuck about them. I read all your chats, whether they're not in super chat form or not. That's how much I respect you guys. Because I not only respect the dollar that you provide to my channel, I respect your fucking opinions. And guess what? I'm going to go and see what you guys' opinion is, because I want to honor it and I want to respect it. Even the haters. Even the haters. Even the haters. That's the type of man that I am. So for all these people who want to smear my, rub my name in the mud and discredit my character, go ahead. Try it. Find one person in real life that I've ever done dirty in any way. Never done one person dirty in any way in my whole fucking life. Imagine that. Okay? Not this dirty, at least. Among these advances included requests by Miss Trevejo for Miss Barreto to sleep with her in bed, cuddle with her, and watch television, controlling and claiming possession of Miss Barreto. This is kidnapping. This is kidnapping. This is holding a woman against her will. This is holding a hostage. This is sex trafficking. This is sex trafficking. If Andrew Tate is being charged with sex trafficking, Malu needs to be as well. Okay? Alienated and isolating Miss Barreto from her family and prohibiting her from taking time off or away from Miss Trevejo's home. This is literally sex trafficking. This is what they have. This is what they got Andrew Tate still in jail for. He just lost his appeal for release yesterday. This is what they have Andrew Tate in jail for. This is what they have Mr. Tate in jail for, guys. This is what they have Mr. Tate locked up for. This is disgusting that this woman is still outside. None of her social media accounts have been taken down. They mass deplatformed Mr. Tate. They mass deplatformed Mr. Tate, and he broke not one law. He broke not one. In this claim, in this civil lawsuit for $4 million, Malu has broken several laws. Criminal action could have been taking place against her. Holding people against their will. This is what they have Mr. Tate in custody for, guys. It was clear and apparent to Miss Barreto that her compliance with Miss Trevejo's advances was required in order for her to maintain her employment and be in good standing with Miss Trevejo. See, on this channel, we bring the fucking document. You know what? I got time. I'm going to read the document. I'll read the document. And you know why I'm calling for the social media platforms to deplatform Malu Trevejo? Why? Because they'll do it to any man. And they have the capability. Oh, yes, sir, they do. Yes, sir, they do. I've got the article pulled up from Forbes.com on the heating button that TikTok has. And if they got a heating button, they got a cooling button. This bitch on social media is like a fucking thermostat. Just like they can turn the heat up, they can turn the air down. This is not a game. Everyone who is popular is manufactured to be there. Only few slip through the cracks. Yes, sirree, only a few. And a lot of that is based off of luck. The game is rigged and they're unapologetic about it. While she did not desire these propositions, Miss Barreto often came up with delays and excuses not to engage in Miss Trevejo's advances. So she's putting off the sexual assault. How frightening, how scared was this woman? However, her diplomatic rejections did not go unpunished. After turning down Miss Trevejo's sexual advances, Miss Barreto experienced a shift in her treatment toward her, including increased aggression, dismissive and cold shoulder responses, and fits of rage during which Miss Trevejo would berate Miss Barreto, calling her stupid and dumb. How is this any different? How is this any different? Let me repeat. How is this any different? God damn, I gotta say it again. How is this any different from what Harvey Weinstein did? How is this any different from what Dan Snyder did? How is this any different than what Kevin Spacey did? How? How, Sway? Miss Barreto witnessed one such fit of rage during which Miss Trevejo destroyed a rented property over dissatisfaction with another service provider. So not only is she trying to sexually assault this woman, she destroyed a rented property. She destroyed an American citizen's Airbnb, most likely, or VRBO listing. She destroyed the property over dissatisfaction with her employee. What a spoiled fucking brat this woman is. What a predatory, spoiled, tyrannical brat. Miss Trevejo made it clear to Miss Barreto that her personal advances toward her were a deciding factor in her employment relationship. And when Miss Barreto turned down her directive to attend a personal party with Miss Trevejo, Miss Trevejo fired her. So she didn't come to the weirdo Hollywood sex parties. Ding, 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 ding. We're right on the money, y'all. We're right on the money. All of this comes together. That's why you guys cannot miss an episode of any of my content, because all of it comes together. All of it comes together, guys. It all comes together. Miss Barreto, who appears to be a stud, a lesbian woman, who is, and this is how much respect I have for these, like, the lipstick lesbians. I already told you guys there's no such thing as a lipstick lesbian. Either she previously took dick, she's currently taking dick, or she will take dick in the future. But I do believe in the lesbians who dyke up. Dyke that shit up, Quay. Y'all know that shit. Cook that shit up, Quay. Yeah, if you dyke that shit up, okay, you lesbian. Okay, you lesbian. You a real lesbian. Because you like women, not because they're like dainty and girly. You like women because they have vaginas. If she says that she's a lesbian and she doesn't eat pussy, she's not a lesbian. She is a temporary lesbian because maybe she got her heart broken by a man. So shout out to the lesbians who dyke up, because y'all are the real lesbians. The lipstick lesbians, yes, they do get used for recreational use from lesbian women. But they usually always go back to men. Okay? So Miss Barreto didn't want to attend the weirdo Hollywood sex orgy parties. Listen up! Miss Barreto did not want to attend the weirdo Hollywood satanic orgy sex parties. She didn't want to go. She said it's weird. She said it's grody. She said it's nasty. She said it's an invasion of privacy. She said it's against workplace policy. And in turn, Malu Trevejo fired her. I asked, how is Malu any different from Harvey Weinstein? Where the fuck is the Me Too movement? Woosah. The sexual advances made against Miss Barreto were pervasive enough that any reasonable person would consider it intimidating, hostile, and abusive. Oh, they forgot one more word: predatory. Because she is in a position of power. It doesn't matter the age, it matters the position of power. That's what you guys got fucked up. Oh, she's a young woman. She can't be a predator because she's not an older man. Shut up. Shut up. This woman has been accosted. This woman has been attacked. This woman, Miss Barreto, has been berated. Y'all like that? Okay. Y'all like that play on words? Barreto, berated. Get it? No? Nobody with me? All right, I need a soundboard. But Miss Barreto has been berated. Where are the women coming into her defense that she had been attempted to be sexually assaulted by another woman? Quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a mouse. Miss Trevejo harassed Miss Barreto into taking illicit drugs, also under pressure of termination of her employment. On one occasion, Miss Trevejo coerced Miss Barreto. Okay. On one occasion, she coerced Miss Barreto to arrange for shipment of illicit drugs from Florida to California for Miss Trevejo's use. So not only, now this is big ballin'. This is big ballin'. She got her period and her walker. She's a big baller. She's a big baller. She was trying to commit federal drug crimes shipping one drug package across state lines, committing a federal felony. This is a federal felony that can give you up to 10 to 15 years in prison. She was trying to get one of her employees to commit a federal felony, a federal crime on her behalf. I told you this bitch needs to start talking to the damn cartel. She's moving like a damn cartel boss. She got all this power, and now she's queen of the hill. Or what is it? Queen of the South, right? La Reina de Sud. La Reina de Sud. Who the fuck does she think she is? El Chapo's wife? Jesus, man. Taking drugs or substances of any nature is far beyond the scope of services agreed or could be construed between Ms. Barreto and Ms. Trevejo and serves no legitimate purpose in the furtherance of said employment relationship. Further, Ms. Barreto was perpetually working and considering on call at all hours of the day and night for Ms. Trevejo. Any attempts to take time off or away were confronted with threats to be fired and aggression from Ms. Trevejo. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta take a brief intermission, but we will be back shortly. In the meantime, enjoy this clip.
Can you come here, ma'am? All right, so you're gonna receive a ticket for being in the park after hours. All right, just need to sign right here on the X.
But because we're out of, didn't you say we were out of time, so we wouldn't have known that?
Yeah, but that's not a valid reason why you should be in the park, because you're from out of town.
And what's your badge number?
7452.
What's the badge number?
I gave it to you 2 times, man.
Okay, I'm asking again.
And I'm not giving it to you again.
Okay.
Are you gonna sign it?
No, because I want your badge number.
That's fine. You want to put your hands behind your back for me? Hey, listen, my man. She says she's not signing it. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
ma'am,
you're hurting me.
Okay. I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
Sir?
Put your hands behind your back. 12, start me over here.
Sir.
Ma'am, put your hand behind your back.
Come on.
I need you to back up.
I'm just saying, like,
I need you to back up.
You don't need to touch her like that.
She's not putting her hands behind her back.
I'm asking a question. I'm just, all I'm doing is
Put your
asking
hands behind your back. Put your hands behind
Mr.
your back. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
Sir,
put your hands behind
I'm
your back.
asking you a question.
Okay? I'm letting you know. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to forcibly put your hands behind your back.
But, sir, Mr. Brooks, is this really necessary? Mr. Brooks.
Hold on.
Hey, listen, my
She
man.
needs
Back up.
she needs to put her. Let her
Can I?
put her phone.
Okay, you can put your phone down.
Okay,
Let her
Mr.
put,
Brooks.
give her a chance to, come on, sir. Hold on.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh my God. Can I have my phone?
This is what we want to happen to Malu. That's exactly what we want to happen to Malu Trevejo. All right, count 3. Infliction of emotional pain and distress on Victoria Barreto. So remember when all these women were talking about emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence. Men need to start having emotional intelligence, and they need to start exemplifying emotional intelligence like right now, because men are just like emotionally unintelligent. Remember that? Meanwhile, they haven't even read the book that pretty much coined the term emotional intelligence, okay? Which was coined by was coined in a book called Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradbury and John Greaves. The women haven't even read the book where the term was coined from. You know why I had read the book? Because my mentor gave it to me. And my mentor was, he oversaw, the Chick-fil-A Southeastern District. He oversaw Chick-fil-A Southeastern District, and he gave me this book, Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradbury and John Greaves. The women keep citing emotional intelligence, and they haven't even read the fucking book. Shout out to my Hayana Confidential. He says, I read that. I picked it up at the airport. Shout out to you, brother. See, the men were actually reading up on emotional intelligence. A man actually told me about this book. A man who had family values. A man who had Judeo-Christian values. A man who you know was he's a high-value man. He's a Malcolm. A mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. Okay? The women have not read the book Emotional Intelligence 2.0. The men have. Me and my Hayana Confidential have. My Hayana Confidential and my mentor has. We've read the book. Can the women say the same? Not likely. Not likely. But they'll continue to spew this emotional intelligence bullshit, and they haven't even read up on it. Ask them, define emotional intelligence. Conversation stops right there. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Ms. Trevejo inflicted deliberate mental suffering upon Ms. Barreto through her frequent and unwanted sexual advances and her manipulation of Ms. Barreto as her employer and sole source of income. So this is what women say that men do to women all the time in marriages. Isolate them financially. Financial abuse. Remember, he was financially abusive. Remember that term? Oh, you're going to have to go way back for that. That was in the archives of Quarantino to God. That goes back to Quarantino to God days. Remember when we covered that? The OGs since day one who've been rocking with me since Quarantino to God. Remember when we covered women alleging financial abuse? The article read, financial abuse is almost as detrimental to women as physical abuse. Y'all can go look it up. Leveraging her salary to coerce her to comply with her personal demands for sex and engaging in illicit drug use is outrageous conduct. She was trying to drug and have intercourse with this woman. She was trying to drug and have intercourse with this woman. She said she was going to put Malu all in her champagne. She ain't even know it. She took her home and enjoyed that. She ain't even know it. This is what these women are doing. This is what they do when they get a position of power. Okay? This is what they do when they get in positions of power. They're like, oh, well, if women were in positions of power, all wars would cease to end. No. As a matter of fact, women are even more warmongers than men are. At least men are warmongers for financial gain. At least we say, okay, we could start the war in Ukraine and send billions of dollars and everybody get a piece of the pie. At least men create some type of financial benefit to power vacuums in Afghanistan by, using these terrorist cells and terrorist organizations to continue the import of heroin into the United States. At least we use war for some type where niggas can benefit from that shit. If you smart, you can eat off a war. Women, they'll push the nuke button quick, fast, in a hurry. Nobody's benefiting. Everybody's dead. Look at Bloody Mary. There's a reason why she's called damn Bloody Mary. Okay? But if you look at all the great male conquerors, at least they had a respect for their own soldiers. At least they had a respect for their own soldiers. And the only ones that they was really graping out here were POWs, prisoners of war. Leveraging her salary to coerce her to comply with her personal demands for intercourse and engaging in illicit drug use is outrageous conduct. The conduct inflicted severe emotional distress upon Miss Barreto, such to the extent that she was left struggling with the treatment she endured while working with Miss Trevejo for months after she was terminated. Ms. Barreto also sought the help of mental health professionals in coping with the emotional distress inflicted upon her by Ms. Trevejo, and continues to experience lingering effects in her personal and professional life. For the reasons stated herein, damages should be awarded to Ms. Barreto by defendants. Count 4. Negligence on Ralph Colon. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Mr. Colon was approached by a part of Ms. Trevejo's entourage while he was working as security detail for another client on or about May 8, 2022. So it hasn't even been a year, and she has her whole staff coming out and complaining about her. Okay? This is absolutely disgusting. On or about May 8, 2022, Mr. Colon started working for Ms. Trevejo as her bodyguard and security personnel. Approximately 1 week into commencing the employment relationship, Ms. Trevejo started abusing Mr. Colon. Mr. Colon was on call at all times of the day and night and was living in Ms. Trevejo's home while he was employed with her. During his employment, he witnessed uncontrolled fits of rage and anger, aggression towards him, other employees of Ms. Trevejo, and other people she came in contact with. Although Mr. Colon was employed as her bodyguard, Ms. Trevejo, as his employer, owed him a duty of care. And a lot of y'all don't understand the duty of care, okay? A lot of y'all don't understand the duty of care. All right, this is a fundamental ethical duty. This is a fundamental ethical duty. This is what you learn in business school. Obviously, Malu Trevejo is uneducated and she's a retarded, dumb Instagram whore, and she doesn't know this. She doesn't know this. There is an ethical duty of care to avoid putting your employees in dangerous or risky situations. However, whenever there's a how, there's an ever. I keep telling you guys, Ms. Trevejo did just that. She frequently instigated verbal and physical altercations with people in various places with the intent of Mr. Colon intervening to protect her. Manufacturing ops out of nowhere. I've spoken on this on my other channel. Ms. Trevejo invited people she scarcely knew or who were known to have criminal histories to her home at the wee hours of the morning. There goes Pookie and Ray Ray coming in for their night smash. There goes Pookie and Ray Ray coming in for their nightly smash to help her create OnlyFans content, to film them getting their dick sucked by her. This is what Malu Trevejo's about. This is what your daughters are looking up to. This is your daughter's role model. I guarantee any girl under the age of 15, she definitely knows who Malu is, and she definitely thinks that Malu's a bad boss, independent babe, right? Yeah, she's a fucking boss, all right. After she started an altercation with them, she would call Mr. Colon to forcibly eject said individuals from her residence. So she would bring Pookie and Ray Ray to the crib, fuck on Pookie and Ray Ray, instigate an argument between Pookie and Ray Ray, and have Mr. Colon put his life at risk, throwing these super gremlins out, knowing how dangerous it is to tell some of these niggas to leave any type of establishment, let alone home. On multiple occasions, Ms. Trevejo forced Mr. Colon to run red lights and ignore other traffic safety guidelines at will. Mr. Colon witnessed Ms. Trevejo try to solicit other people to inflict harm on people with whom she did not get along, requesting that they get certain targets beat up and harmed. So now Malu Trevejo is moving just like a cartelita, La Reina del Sud, and putting hits on people. This is nothing short of putting a hit on somebody. Telling another individual to do harm to set another individual. She is putting hits on people. She's putting hits on people. On one such occasion, Mr. Colon witnessed Ms. Trevejo saying or stating If I had a gun right now, I would shoot this motherfucker in the face, in reference to a person with which she was having a conflict. So she's very violent. Further, Ms. Trevejo frequently ignored Mr. Colin's security advice and protocol, deliberately forcing him to put himself in the line of danger in avoidable situations and situations of her intentional creation. Where did we end off? Okay, I missed that. Ms. Trevejo also exchanged text messages with Mr. Colin, explicitly stating that he directed another employee to shoot whomever the fuck comes inside the house trying to do some funny shit. These careless acts of breach of her duty to Mr. Colin were the proximate cause of his severe emotional distress and mental anguish. Mr. Colin felt he was in a perpetual state of hyper-awareness and paranoia, so that he did not trigger Ms. Trevejo's rage, and because of the frequency in which she deliberately placed him in harm's way. Count 5, harassment on Ralph Colin. I'm telling you guys right now, nobody else has read this lawsuit like me. Nobody on YouTube. Like the video. Share the video. It's about to get deep. It's about to get deep. After count 5, I'll read some of y'all's chats. So get them in there. Get your chats in. I'm going to read them. Super Traps, Cash Apps, PayPals. Show me some love, baby, because we're cooking. We're cooking. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Ms. Trevejo has directly attacked Mr. Colin verbally during any time that she became dissatisfied with him. During these verbal attacks, she would use derogatory slurs toward him, including calling him nigger, dumb, and stupid. Nigger, dumb, and stupid. These are the words that the whore of Babylon uses on a daily basis toward her employees. Ms. Trevejo also bombarded Mr. Colin with tasks aside from his responsibilities as his security advisor in an effort to confuse or control him. One such task was to roll marijuana cigarettes for Ms. Trevejo, frequently averaging 30 marijuana cigarettes per day. So not only is she a homophobe, a predator, a tyrant, a bad boss, she also is a habitual chain smoker. Now, I love the devil's salad every once in a while, but 30 blunts a day? And they're being nice calling them marijuana cigarettes. They're being nice calling them marijuana cigarettes. This is blunts. These are blunts. She used her security guard to roll blunts for her. Shout out to AlphaZo. He says she's a drug addict and a drunk. Absolutely. Shout out to Eric F with the $20 Cash App. He says for great videos, man. Thanks, bro. When Mr. Colin did not perform to her unreasonable expectations, Ms. Trevejo would berate him, and most often in front of other staff or her friends, in an effort to belittle and humiliate him. Ms. Trevejo also made it clear that Mr. Colin was on duty at all times, and as with Ms. Barreto, attempts to take time off or away from her were met with anger and increased aggression. So you want a day off or you want to get away from this bitch, then she's mad at you. She's meeting you with increased aggression. And I guarantee that she's getting physical. I guarantee that she's getting physical. I can guarantee that. Ms. Trevejo made it clear to Mr. Colin that if he did not comply with her unachievable demands or any measure he used to protect himself from her, negligence would result in the termination of his employment with her. Okay? Forcing Mr. Colon to facilitate her illicit drug use and putting him in harm's way through her deliberately negligent actions served no purpose in the employment relationship between the two. Under the immeasurable stress that accumulated from his treatment by Ms. Trevejo, Mr. Colon eventually resigned his position with Ms. Trevejo. Count 6. Infliction of emotional pain and distress on Ralph Colon. So, guys, let me read some of you guys' chats. Somebody said Gandhi's wife. Look into Gandhi's wife. Spark That Shit says, men conquerors let the people who gave up live their lives as long as they knew they had a new leader. That's facts. Alpha Zo said, female conquerors ask, where the bag at? And you need to pay my bills while I act single. Facts. Alpha Zo says, #1 career for young women now is content creation and becoming an IG thought. Facts. Alpha Zo says, oh, she putting hits on people. That King Slime energy entered her spirit. Absolutely. This is what Young Thug is being charged with a RICO for. Spark the Shit says she a young Griselda Blanco. Guys, do your research on the Queen Pin, Griselda Blanco, the female cartel leader, okay? The female cartel leader, okay? Alpha Zo says that's literally how the rappers act. Who said sexual transfer doesn't exist? Absolutely. Malu Trevejo is 100% fucking damn near every hot lit rapper that she can get her that she can wrap her pussy around. I'm telling you that right now. She's fucking every lit rapper that she can wrap her quick snatch around. And now those energy transfers are going into her because when she's around them, I told you guys, beware of the bitches who talk about some whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Any bitch who uses male terminology, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Oh, this bro right here. Oh, this man right here, bro. This nigga. Like, if a bitch talk like that, bro, she's been getting fucked and chucked by Pookie and Ray Ray. She has taken on the personality traits of the men she's having sex with. So because she's fucking gangsta niggas, because she's fucking hood niggas, because she's fucking street niggas, now she thinks she's a street bitch. Just like Asian Doll, who said that she only wants to have sex with, or she only wants to deal with men who had bodies, who had killed people before. Just like King Von's sister, who said that she only wants to deal with a thug street nigga with a bag. These women are taking on the traits, taking on the DNA, look up micro-karmerism, taking on the DNA of the men that they sleep with, and now they are they're taking on these men's mannerisms. Oh, and we're not even halfway done. Spark the Shit says, by the way, it's pronounced Mr. Colon or Colon. Okay. It's a lit stream. Yes, sir. Mahayana says, I'm a sun man, y'all. Alpha Zo says, imagine being her beta boyfriend and they get treated. Yeah, and he's definitely getting cheated on. Distant Light says, marijuana cigarettes. Spark the Shit says, Reclaim Your Throne is getting the recognition that he deserves finally. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't even think I'm getting the recognition, but hopefully. Distant Light says, she's a pothead. Yep. Alpha Zo says, she's a drug addict and a drunk. Mahayana says, 30 blunts a day. Sheesh. He says, her pee is green. Yep. Alpha Zo says, girls don't pay for weed because they get it for free most of the time, so they smoke double. You're absolutely right. Alpha Zo says, sounds like he was dating her, not working for her. This sounds like the typical modern day relationship or a divorce court hearing. Yes. Distant Light says, shit, I watched Cocaine Cowboys 1 and 2 as a kid, LMAO. Spark the Shit says, nothing grosser than a girl calling men bruh. Absolutely. Noel D says, Malu loves BBC, just like Griselda, yet wants to use these outlandish racial slurs. Ridiculous. Absolutely. Alpha Zo says, micro-karmerism and Braffolt's law. Absolutely. Count 6, infliction of emotional pain and distress on Ralph Colon. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Ms. Trevejo inflicted deliberate mental suffering upon Mr. Colon. I like Colon better though, but anyways. Through her deliberate negligence and pervasive harassment as described herein as his employer and sole source of income, leveraging his salary to coerce him to comply with her exorbitant demands is outrageous conduct. This conduct inflicted severe emotional distress upon Mr. Colon, such to the extent that he was left struggling with the treatment he endured while working with Ms. Trevejo for months after he resigned. Mr. Colon continues to experience trouble finding employment, having suffered trauma related to the abuse work environment he endured with Ms. Trevejo. For the reasons stated herein, damages should be awarded to Mr. Colon by defendants. Count 7, battery on Eduardo Vidal. Okay, so this is now a battery, which is a crime. Excuse me, which is a crime. Count 7. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Mr. Vidal met and started working for Ms. Trevejo as her personal assistant in May 2019. Between December 2021 through May 25th, 2022, and again from July 23rd, 2022 through October 17th, 2022. Mr. Vidal lived and worked with Ms. Trevejo in various locations, but primarily assisted her while she worked from Miami, Florida. Like the other defendants, Mr. Vidal experienced abusive behavior from Ms. Trevejo almost immediately after he began working for her. Who does this sound like? Ding, 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 ding. Harvey frickin' Weinstein. And the Weinstein brothers. During an argument, Ms. Trevejo attempted to stab Mr. Vidal. So now she has escalated her erratic behavior into full-on, first-degree assaults, first-degree felonies. During one argument, Ms. Trevejo attempted to stab Mr. Vidal by swinging a kitchen knife at him. Who does this remind us of? Courtney Clenny, the other OnlyFans whore, the other IG whore, the other OE Tatiana, the other one who killed her boyfriend, Courtney Clenny, remember, in Miami, she killed her boyfriend and also used racial slurs against him as well. Who does this remind us of? Courtney Clenny or Courtney Taylor, the other OnlyFans slut. You get my drift? You picking up what I'm putting down? There's a correlation, if not causation. During one argument, Ms. Trevejo attempted to stab Mr. Vidal by swinging a kitchen knife at him. The knife narrowly missed Mr. Vidal as he swiftly moved out of its way, but not because Ms. Trevejo destroyed the table Mr. Vidal was sitting at during the incident with the knife. It was clear that Ms. Trevejo intended to inflict serious physical bodily injury upon Mr. Vidal. Count 8, harassment on Eduardo Vidal. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Mr. Vidal was subject to incredible mental and physical violence at the hands of Ms. Trevejo. Like other employees, he was insulted constantly, being called stupid, retarded, slow, and a fat nigger by Ms. Trevejo. YouTube, this is not my words. This is Malu, the slut Trevejo's words, who has over 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers on your platform. This is her who's using this terminology. So don't go demonetizing my stream. I know y'all got your reviewers on my dick, listening intently to my stream. These are not my words. These are Malu's debaucherous words, and she is still a flourishing content creator on your platform. No stifling, no cool down button, no trickle down effect, no throttling her analytics, none of that. No mass subscribers unsubscribing, resubscribing, no mass subscribers unsubscribing and unpressing the notification bell. No censorship at all. But she's calling my man Eduardo a stupid, retarded, slow, fat nigger. This is a woman that you, YouTube, prop up on your platform. So you're just as culpable as she is. This is a woman who has committed crimes still on the platform. Whereas me, committed no crimes. Committed no crimes. And the crimes that I have committed, I was caught for them and I paid. Okay? I paid. I paid the price. I did my time. Okay? I pled out. No contest. I took accountability. She has not. While his initial agreement was to work normal business hours with time off on Saturdays and Sundays, instead he found himself on call at all hours of the night and day. Miss Trevejo would call on Mr. Vidal in the early hours of the morning to pick up her animal feces as a punishment for her dissatisfaction with him. So she's making him pick up shit. Nice. Classy. She can't clean up after her own animals. See, even if I had maids, even if I was blessed enough, you see how I put that? Blessed enough to have maids. Not entitled enough, not rich enough, blessed enough to have maids. Guess what I would do? I would still clean up after myself because that's how much respect I have for hardworking women, not these OnlyFans sluts. Hardworking women, women who put in the work, women who are doing their jobs, real jobs. That's how much respect I got for them. Not these e-thoughts, not these 304s. Not these internet whores, not these slurs. There's no respect for them. But hardworking women, women who decide, hey, I can clean like a motherfucker. And I love cleaning. I love listening to my stories while cleaning. I have maids for my Airbnbs. I have maids for my Airbnbs. Now, they're not on call. I don't have maids for my own personal dwelling. But I have maids for my other rental properties. And guess what I do? I pay them the utmost respect. After every clean, I text them and I say, hey, you did a great fucking job. You did a great job, mama. You did a great job, beautiful. Ooh, if your pussy was as clean as the way you clean this unit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't take it that far. Because I don't sexually harass my employees. It was a fucking joke. This is what we're dealing with, men. It's what we're dealing with. When he attempted to take time off, Miss Trevejo retaliated with assigning further excessive tasks on top of the hectic existing workload he tried to balance and increasing her aggression towards him. Mr. Vidal was also required to facilitate drug transactions on behalf of Ms. Trevejo, during which he was sent to purchase large quantities of marijuana and psychedelic drugs for Ms. Trevejo's personal use. What do psychedelic drugs entail? Percocets, Xanax, shrooms, acid, MDMA, Molly, ketamine, heroin, methamphetamine, fentanyl, in large quantities of marijuana. If the police raided her home, why not after this lawsuit came out, the police didn't immediately raid her home? My Hayana Confidential says, I love acid, not gonna lie. Look, you know, I love drugs. I'm not against drugs, okay? I'm against drug abuse, but I think all drugs should be legal. I'm libertarian like that, okay? Mr. Vidal said, Mr. Vidal was also ordered to purchase alcohol for Ms. Trevejo's consumption as she was underage and unable to purchase it for herself. So she forced him to contribute to the delinquency of a minor. And he was so afraid of losing his employment that he incriminated himself to file this lawsuit, guys. This is how I know for a fact that every single individual plaintiff in this lawsuit is telling the 100% absolute fucking truth. Because this brother incriminated himself, saying that he was forced to contribute to the delinquency of a minor. And he felt so strongly about his abuse and harassment under the employment of Miss Malu Trevejo that he incriminated himself in this lawsuit. He incriminated himself in this lawsuit to get the truth out. I respect that brother. I respect that brother. Mr. Vidal witnessed Ms. Trevejo consume illicit drugs and underage drinking frequently. She's an alcoholic. Ding, 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 ding. This bitch needs to be thrown into Alcoholics Anonymous. And guess why she's an alcoholic? Guess why? I'll wait. Guess why? If somebody can give me the answer to why Malu Trevejo is an alcoholic, please put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat. Tell me why you think Malu Trevejo is an alcoholic.
Your life is my failure. What? You messed it up. I messed it up for you. What? Sitting in some shitty-ass cubicle? Wiping the white man's ass? Oh, the white man. White man ain't your problem. Not yet. No, I don't have problems. Shit, I solve them. You know, your fear. Let the worst thing Dad did come true for you. For us, that's bullshit. He never cared about anybody but himself. He said he was working for the people, but as soon as somebody crossed him, what'd he do? He threw them right under the bus. And here you are talking about the white man's ass when everybody gotta kiss your ass, or else. I help people. Help people. My God, you listen to yourself? God damn, nigga. What about Mr. Wright? What about him? What about Kevin? And even Rob, man, boy, your dad? And all the niggas you and your little motherfucking minions done plotted on in between. Tiana, Khadijah, Lenny, Carvel, him, her, him, bodies.
Okay. Why do you, I still haven't heard the answer. Why do you think Malu Trevejo is an alcoholic and a drug addict? Okay, Spark That Shit says no father figure. Alphazo says, why not stay sober and turn that addiction into ambition to become more successful? He says the reason why she's a young, hot Latina who more than likely always around rappers and athletes in the club, on yachts, and outside. I know she's an alkie. Yep. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. Alphazo hit the nail on the head. Alphazo hit the nail on the head. She's an alcoholic because she fucked him, her. She got bodies. She got bodies. She's an e-thought. She's an internet whore. And to cope, she has to drown herself in illicit substances. Save your daughters. Save your daughters. Save your daughters. That's why she's on illicit drugs. That's why she needs 30 blunts a day, because she needs to forget. She needs to forget the hour and a half a day that she spends popping her fucking snatch on OnlyFans. She needs to wash it all away. She needs a rebirth. She needs a renewal of mind. She needs a renewal of heart. She needs a renewal of spirit. That's why she's an alcoholic. No other reason. She's been ran through and she needs a way to cope. She needs a way to cope. Ms. Trevejo also asked Mr. Vidal to engage in using illicit drugs with her, which he refused to do because he's on the clock. Good man. He's on the clock. Good man. Okay? Because she would have used that against him. These employees that she hired, the way they're depicting the story, they're clean as a whistle. Their credibility through the moon, just like Dogecoin. Their credibility has skyrocketed. Because shit, when Malu comes out in her lingerie with the rolling tray and tells you to roll up, and then got that pink cocaine, that sweet pink cocaine from the Hollywood Hills, y'all know what I'm talking about. When Malu pull up with them rolling trays of the 30 blunts and that sweet pink cocaine, I mean, it'd be hard to resist, right? When she says, "Oh, come on, papi, just do a line off my asshole. Oh, come on, papi, just do a line off my areola. Oh, come on, papi, it's okay, just suck the cocaine off my titties. Oh, come on, papi, it's okay, you're on the clock, it's okay. Just clock out right quick, papi. Get high with me, feel me, make me feel good." This is it. This is it. He said, "Fuck no. I'm not a fucking addict like you." And he refused her. And when he did that, Ms. Trevejo became upset with Mr. Vidal for his refusal to participate in illicit drug use with her, which contributed to the deterioration of the employee-employer relationship. In addition to being forced in precarious positions to conduct drug transactions, Ms. Trevejo also tried to coerce Mr. Vidal to hire people to harm her ex-lover and spy on other people she had conflicts with. This woman is literally trying to put hits on people and couldn't bother herself to hire her own personal informant. Okay? Or a private investigator. Ms. Trevejo also used Mr. Vidal as a sounding board, expressing seething anger at him due to the actions of other staff members, which she was dissatisfied with. Any attempts Mr. Vidal made to refuse to engage in these actions were promptly and clearly met with threats of termination of his employment with Ms. Trevejo. Okay, count 9. Defamation, slander on Eduardo Vidal. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Ms. Trevejo used her influence and access to large audiences and influential people to slander and defame Mr. Vidal. Among the slanderous claims she made to others about Mr. Vidal were allegations that Mr. Vidal stole from her and inflicted physical injury, including torture upon her. Ms. Trevejo made these slanderous statements without any evidence, basis, or intent, and with knowledge that these allegations were untrue. So she's a fucking liar. See how these hoes can get you messed up and y'all keep trying to endorse. Why won't you date an OnlyFans girl? Why won't you date an OnlyFans girl? Oh, are you insecure? Are you insecure that she's showing off her hot ass body? Oh my God, you can't take it. No, not at all. Because they have bad character. They have no morals. They sold their soul to the internet, which is controlled by Satan. They sold their souls. That's why we won't date these whores. We'll fuck them. We won't date them. The energy transfer comes from man to woman, not the other way around. Not the other way around. Ms. Trevejo's sole objective is disseminating this false information was to defame and damage Mr. Vidal's character and reputation. Alas, It seems her intent materialized as Mr. Vidal has had difficulty progressing in the entertainment industry, completely destroying the momentum he enjoyed before Ms. Trevejo started slandering his character among other reputable artists. So what she did was she told everybody in the music industry and in Hollywood, oh, don't work with him. Oh, no, he's abusive. Oh, my God, he hates women. He does this to women. He is disrespectful to women. Oh, don't do this. Oh, don't deal with him. Oh, he says this, he says that. Now we got the documents. Now we got these lawsuits. And now she don't know what to do. Now she's silent. Now she's shutting the fuck up. Now she's shutting the fuck up. And if you guys don't believe in Malu's illicit drug use, what is she blowing right there? If I'm not mistaken, that's an O. She blew an O inside an O, and that's going to make an 8. Okay, look, comments have been limited. She turned the comments off. Why? Because she knows that she is wrong. Now she's trying to do this cute shit and, oh, well, I'm damaged. The butterfly is re-sewing its wings on. Shut the fuck up. Butterflies die after 48 hours of hatching from their cocoons. So if you want to act like you're a damn butterfly, do us a favor. I mean, seriously. Hoes don't even know shit about butterflies, and they got all these butterfly tattoos and butterfly. And what else does the butterfly represent? Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta link this back. What else does the butterfly represent? Does anybody else know? Does anybody else know? MK Ultra mind control. Am I going too far here, or y'all rocking with me? What else does the butterfly mean? MK Ultra mind control. It's a symbol of MK Ultra mind control. She posted these things for a reason. She posted these things for a reason, and the women are going to be mad, but the problem is she is a tyrannical, disrespectful, grooming whore, and she has no character. Okay? Count 10. Unjust enrichment on Eduardo Vidal. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Ms. Trevejo has refused to pay outstanding wages earned by Mr. Vidal in the amount of approximately $6,000. Further, Ms. Trevejo forced Mr. Vidal to purchase personal items for her during the course of his employment with her. While he was supposed to be fully reimbursed for these expenses, to date, Ms. Trevejo still has not reimbursed Mr. Vidal for expenses in the amount of approximately $6,200. So this would be a small claims court civil suit as well, standing alone, standing by itself, because small claims court is $15,000 or less. Ask me how I know. And a lot of these entrepreneurial females have no idea because they ain't going through the shit. Ms. Trevejo enjoyed the services and good conferred to her by Mr. Vidal as described herein at his expense, excuse me. To date and under these circumstances, Ms. Trevejo enjoys an unjust benefit, having deliberately withheld commensurate compensation to Mr. Vidal. Count 11. Infliction of emotional pain and distress on Eduardo Vidal. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all proceedings paragraphs herein. Ms. Trevejo inflicted deliberate mental suffering upon Mr. Vidal through her battery, harassment, and defamation of him as described herein as his employer and sole source of income. Leveraging his salary to coerce him to comply with her exorbitant demands and abusive behavior is outrageous conduct. They got Andrew Tate locked up for doing the same shit. Well, he didn't do the same shit, but they're alleging that he did the same shit and nothing has happened to this woman. This conduct inflicted severe emotional distress upon Mr. Vidal, such to the extent that he was left struggling with the treatment he endured while working with Ms. Trevejo for months after he resigned. Mr. Colon continues to experience trouble finding employment, having suffered trauma related to the abuse work environment he endured with Ms. Trevejo, as well as a negative image among industry professionals falsely created by Ms. Trevejo. This is how women retroactively withdraw consent and bring false allegations against men. It's not just when it comes to sexual encounters, it's in the workplace too. It's in the workplace too. For the reasons stated herein, damages should be awarded to Mr. Vidal by defendants. Count 12, negligence on which Neverson LaCroix. Okay. Let's get into it. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Ms. Trevejo's uncontrolled illicit drug use was a significant factor in her working relationship with Mr. LaCroix. Mr. LaCroix was directed to conduct the purchase of large quantities of illicit drugs for Ms. Trevejo's use. Aside from being put in dangerous positions of participating in drug deals, Mr. LaCroix was also placed in the middle of escalating conflicts between Ms. Trevejo and former employees. Ms. Trevejo funneled angry former employees who were demanding payment of unpaid wages to Mr. LaCroix. So these hoes is acting like they big and high on hog, but they can't pay their employees. She making millions of dollars a month on OnlyFans, but she can't break off a simple $6,000 to $10,000 for their troubles. Said former employees made threats of violence against Mr. LaCroix, telling him that they knew where him and his family lived and that he would be subject to bombings, terroristic threats, and facilitated by Malu. These are terroristic threats facilitated by Malu, subject to bombings and other such violent acts if Ms. Trevejo did not pay them. Ms. Trevejo threatened to fire Mr. LaCroix if he did not put himself in harm's way by facilitating her demands. Ms. Trevejo had a duty of care. There goes that damn duty of care again. And these women keep acting like, especially these OnlyFans whores, these OnlyFans sluts keep acting like they're just so ethical. But she's literally an employer, and she is not exuding her duty of care. She is not walking in her duty of care for her employees to avoid putting them in dangerous situations. That is what the duty of care means. That is what encompasses the duty of care. And she can't do that. But these same hoes will say they're entrepreneurs. Bitch, spell entrepreneur. Ms. Trevejo breached that duty by forcing Mr. LaCroix to perform these duties under threat of termination of his employment with her. Mr. LaCroix endured emotional pain, distress as a proximate cause of Ms. Trevejo's breach. Mr. LaCroix suffers damages, including ongoing emotional pain and distress, as well as the inability to secure gainful employment because she muddied his name in the streets. Count 13. Harassment on which Neverson LaCroix. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein immediately after commencing his employment with Ms. Trevejo as her personal assistant in May 2022. Mr. LaCroix witnessed Ms. Trevejo verbally abusing her employees. Approximately 2 weeks into his employment with Ms. Trevejo, Mr. LaCroix noticed her aggression turn directly towards him. Ms. Trevejo began using slurs such as nigger, dirty Haitian, dumbass faggot, and bitch toward Mr. LaCroix. Ms. Trevejo threatened to throw food at Mr. LaCroix and infer other acts of violence and humiliation against him when she became irritated with not only his actions, but anyone else's. All right, guys, we're getting to the end of it. Count 14. Infliction of emotional pain and distress on which Neverson LaCroix. Plaintiffs reallege and incorporate all preceding paragraphs herein. Ms. Trevejo inflicted deliberate mental suffering upon Mr. LaCroix through her negligence and harassment of him as described herein as his employer and sole source of income. Leveraging his salary to coerce him to comply with her extreme demands and abusive behavior is outrageous conduct. This conduct inflicted severe emotional distress upon Mr. LaCroix, such to the extent that he was left struggling with the treatment he endured while working with Ms. Trevejo for months after he resigned. Mr. Vidal continues to experience trouble finding employment, having suffered trauma related to the abuse. The abuse work environment he endured with Ms. Trevejo. For the reasons stated herein, damages should be awarded to Mr. LaCroix by defendants. Plaintiffs have contracted with the undersigned for representation and pursuit of the relief requested herein and have agreed to pay reasonable fees to the undersigned associated therewith. If not for the actions of the defendants, plaintiffs would not have been forced to bring this action and incur the attorney fees and costs associated therewith. As such, defendants should be held liable to reimburse attorneys' fees and costs incurred by plaintiffs in the pursuit of the relief requested herein. Finally, wherefore plaintiffs Victoria Barreto, Ralph Colon, Eduardo Vidal, and which Neverson LaCroix respectfully request this court enter an order finding defendants Maria Luisa Trevejo, an individual, and MLT World LLC, a Florida corporation, liable under the causes of action described herein, and further order an award of damages to plaintiff by defendants and such further relief as the court deems just and proper in the amount of $4 million. So Malu, hate to break it to you, bitch, but we coming for our bread. We coming for our bread. Yes, ma'am, we are. Yes, ma'am, we are. So now let me hold the social media companies accountable. It's time for these social media companies to be held accountable. So this is coming from Forbes. I didn't make this shit up. So when y'all say, oh, you're just crying about being shadow banned, you're crying because your content sucks and nobody cares about your content. Yeah, yeah. TikTok's secret heating button can make anyone go viral. And if you think TikTok has this button, oh, you best believe Facebook has it. Oh, you best believe YouTube has it. Oh, you best believe Instagram has it. Oh, you best believe every other social media platform has it. Oh, you best believe. Yes, sirree, you best believe. TikTok and ByteDance employees regularly engage in heating, a manual push that ensures specific videos achieve a certain number of video views, according to 6 sources and documents reviewed by Forbes. For years, TikTok has described its powerful For You page as a personalized feed ranked by an algorithm that predicts your interests based on your behavior in the app. But that's not the full story. According to 6 current and former employees of TikTok and its parent company, ByteDance, and internal documents and communications reviewed by Forbes, these sources revealed that in addition to letting the algorithm decide what goes viral, staff at TikTok and ByteDance also secretly handpick specific videos and supercharge their distribution using a practice known internally as heating. So I'm not even going to read the rest of that. I mean, you get the point. It's fucking bullshit. The game is rigged, and it's rigged against you. The game is rigged, and it's rigged against you. So let's get into the employee. I think this is. Let's see what this brother's name is. I think this is Mr. Valdo, I think, right? Or LaCroix, Mr. LaCroix. I'm sorry. I think this is Mr. LaCroix. So let's listen up to his account. It's an hour and 18 minutes of him detailing his experience working for Malu Trevejo. If you're in denial, if you've been in denial, here's your time to wake up. We read the lawsuit that is being filed, that has been filed against her. And we're now looking at eyewitness testimony of what happened in that situation. Let me read some of y'all's chats. Woo! This is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. Let me take a deep breath, man. My Hayana Confidential says this stream is lit, though. Hey, thanks, bro. Alvazo says every time a man has sex with the woman, y'all want, he leaves him DNA and sperm inside her, which never goes away. They have found sperm in these women's spines, brains, stem, and body, even when they die. Absolutely. Alphazo, he also says men's bodily fluids will literally throw off the woman's pH level and change it. Then here, most guys go eating their box and sleeping with them. Exactly. And the women, they talk about, oh, my pH levels. I'm concerned with my pH levels. Meanwhile, they're sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the town. And then they don't even know what pH stands for. They don't even know what pH stands for. Okay? They don't even know what pH stands for. I'll give a bitch $100 if she can tell me what pH stands for. I really will. A modern woman who's not in medicine. And even the bitches in medicine, even the nurses, I guarantee a lot of these nurses don't know what pH stands for. Even though they went to nursing school. I kid you not. A lot of these hoes cheated. Alphazo continues and then says, then you have children being born looking like her exes. Even if you're the father, Blueface better hope she's lying. Oh, yeah. Alphazo says body count doesn't matter, though. Right. He says the more sexual partners a woman has, the less she can pair bond and love properly. Alphazo also says we have the scientific evidence to prove the claims now. He says, talk about emasculation, but women talk about oppression. Mahayana Confidential says, preach. Alphazo says, you never know what people are going through, so treat them with respect. And you never know who low-level people will become in the future. Don't burn bridges. Mahayana says, I love acid, not gonna lie. I do it semi-annually. Okay, shout out to all my deadheads is what they call guys who do acid. So shout out to all my deadheads. Alphazo says, not going to judge, but don't let anyone or anything become an addiction. Not everyone can stop at the drop of a dime. Plus, too many drugs are laced nowadays to take any chances. Facts. Spark That Shit says no father figure. We read that one from Alphazo. We read that one. He said because she's constantly around celebrities and entertainers. Yep. My Hayana Confidential says bodies. They Spark That Shit says he loves that clip of Franklin Idris, who is now dating Lori Harvey. Alphazo says I've come to realize that girls can't constantly take their clothes off online without taking some type of substance and abusing it. You're absolutely right. Any woman who is online showing her ass and titties and like being butt naked online, she's definitely an addict. Spark That Shit says, what happened when you received a nude and girls thought it was the end of the world? Now they getting a train ran on them for $4.99 a month. Facts. Alphazo says all of them want to follow the Kim K path now. Facts. Alphazo says I'm done with OnlyFans girls. They are a walking nuclear warhead. Facts. He says blackballed. Spark That Shit says facts. I just want a loyal ass girl who makes me look well in public and don't start shit. Facts. Alphazo says won't find that in America unless she isn't influenced by the culture and doesn't care about social media. Mahayana says I feel ya. This in Light says didn't know the MK Ultra thing. Yeah, man. Alphazo says MK Ultra and Butterfly Monarch program. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Beyonce, Lil Kim, Lotto, Rihanna, Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls. He said Meg the Horse. Yeah, I mean all the female artists who are, even the male artists who get black men into this gangster shit. You see NBA YoungBoy talking about, oh, my music has hurt people. Now he's all soft and shit, saying that he regrets the music that he has disseminated into the airwaves, but it's already too late. Okay, so now even with the female and the male musicians, they have definitely influenced people. And a lot of these artists are under MK Ultra mind control. Go back to my live stream about Harley Pasternak and the MK Ultra mind control tactics that he put on Kanye West. Okay, you won't believe it.
What can I do? What can I do to just like maybe just like get some type of breathing where I feel like I could just for a little bit.
If she like did drugs or anything, or
Yeah, it's another thing. She would make me buy pounds and pounds of weed, bro, and I would have to drive the car with it.
Wow.
So in Miami, it's not legal in Miami.
Tonight we got a special guest. What's your name, Brody?
Yeah, my name is Rich Neverson, but you could just call me Rich. Everyone just calls me Rich. So,
Rich?
Yeah.
What did Malu call you?
Rich.
Rich.
Yeah.
According to the court documents, she called him a dumb faggot nigger. That's according to the court documents. And this brother, he seems like a stand-up brother. So guess what, brother? We rocking with you. We rocking with you. We stand with you. We stand against Malu. We rocking with you, big dog.
Sometimes.
What she call you the other time?
I mean, according
to... If it's crazy, like if it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Just say the more PG-13 thing she called you.
Damn, bro, I don't know how to put that in PG-13, bro.
Hey, over here we don't do that PG-13 shit. I'm gonna tell you what she called you. She called you a dumb faggot nigger. Malu Trevejo needs to be stopped. She disrespected this black man and acted as if she was a source of employment. She disrespected this man. Let's speed it up.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 words. Okay. What does it rhyme with? All right, does it snitch? Bigger.
Okay, got it.
Laugh it.
Okay, I don't know about that last one.
Yeah, his dumb ass. It's maggot, not laugh it. That shit sound dumb as hell. Maggot is what rhymes with faggot, not laugh it. I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
But
it rhymes with the second one.
No. I know how to. Don't worry, I got you.
All right,
but if I was to like say nicknames, like one of the nicknames from everything that I've been through was just her, just like you're literally the dumbest motherfucker ever. Like you're retarded. You're like that was the nicknames I was waking up to every day. Like you can't do it right. You're literally dumb. You're stupid as like that was every single day, bro.
Lord have mercy.
All right, let's go back. Let's jump in the front. How did you meet Malu in the first place? Like how did y'all? You know what I mean?
I was working as a security for I guess like a lounge nightclub ish.
I ain't gonna lie, he's pretty small to be a security guard, but go off.
And yeah, that thing you see in Florida, huh?
Nah, not even. It was more like a regular, just stand at the door, doorman, pretty much. And she pulled up with her manager, and her assistant at the time. And she wasn't 21, so she was trying to get in the club. Now me, like from what I've been taught, is like I never really like cared about celebrities like that. For me to be like a groupie, like oh shit, look who it is. I didn't really care. So when she was like trying to get in. She was with some girl, and the girl was like, "Oh, you don't know who she is?" I think I remember seeing her face on.
See, look at women. Look at how these women operate, bruh. And they say men are the narcissists. Men are the one who are on power trips. Men are the one who use their influence and all this stuff. Look at her. Oh, you don't know who she is? You don't know who she is? What? You must be living under a rock. You don't know who she is, dude? Fuck her. I wouldn't recognize that bitch in person either.
Vines a long time ago, but I didn't know who he was. I really didn't know. So it was like, you don't know who she is? I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Just not to be rude, but in Miami, it's like everyone is so entitled. It was just like, is this another one of those, oh, you don't know I'm this person?
Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Drop a bag. Hand me $10,000. I'll let you right in. That's how we do it in Atlanta, because I do security in Atlanta. I got family who do security in Atlanta. We be posted up with our security shirts. You see a bad bitch come through. She must be an Instagram whore or some shit. Trying to cut the line. Let me through. Oh my God. You don't know who I am? No, bitch. Give me $5,000. I'll let you right through. Give me something. $100, $50, something. Come up out your pocket. That's how we do it in Atlanta, baby. Yes, pay to play. Yes, pay to play. Bitch, you gonna wait in line or you gonna pay $200 to skip the line? Choose one. Choose one.
Person, I'm that person. So you gotta break the rules to this and that.
Yeah.
So I met her there, but I didn't say a thing to her. Now, I was at a point in my life where shit was just just hitting the fan, and I'm trying to figure out a way to elevate, bro. I'm trying to figure out a way to elevate. So I knew if I went and spoke to her directly, she probably would have felt like, oh, this nigga probably just wants some money off of me or wants some clout, which is not what I wanted. I just wanted some game. I needed some game from someone or something. So I didn't say anything to her. But the manager.
And guys, find male mentors. Don't go looking for women to put you on and give you opportunities. Find men that you can go to, that you can confide in. You can say, hey, bro, I'm in this position right now. Don't ever try and use a woman to elevate yourself, bro. They'll never let you live it down. They'll never let you live it down, bro. Never do that. Shout out to Alpha Zoe. Shout out to C too. C says, so glad people are waking up to what she really is. Yep. Alpha Zoe says, I told y'all they be in the club before 21 and in some cases before 18. Yep. Alpha Zoe says, using her clout and status to supersede authority, they claim men are the over abusers. Exactly.
Actually walked out. I was a doorman, so I didn't really go inside like that. Manager walked out, and I was asking him questions about life. Nothing that had to do with.
Yeah, exactly. He says, security guard get throat or pussy in the back room. Exactly. Bitch, give me some head. You can walk right through. That's how we rocking. Look, give me some pussy and no questions asked. All right, cool. You can come in.
Me working with her, nothing, just like life in general. Like, yo, give me
her
some
manager
game.
or your manager?
Her manager.
Okay.
Just asking for some game. And you know, he gave me some game.
People want to know what's your name, buddy.
Rich. You can call me Rich.
Rich. He's been the most vocal guy on these interviews. Rolling Stone, Shade Room, all this guy. That's him. That's Brody. All right, go for it. Sorry about it.
Yeah, no problem. So I met him there. I grabbed his Instagram. And for months, like, we never even talked. If he would post something and it was, I guess, inspirational, the most I would do is like react to it. Because he was always too busy for anything. Like, I even offered, like, hey, bro, is it possible that when you're in Miami next time I could just take you out for dinner? Just to kind of learn something from him. Because I knew that he knew something. I do that to everybody. Everyone that I feel like knows a little bit more than me and can help me elevate in life, I would ask to, like, provide a service. You know, how can I help you so that I can learn something from you? But he never had time for anything. And I guess about 4 or 5 months later, bro, randomly, I got a text message.
Shout out to Alpha though. He says they be sleeping around to get into VIP and into sections. Absolutely correct.
Hey, I got an opportunity for you. Give me a call. Called him. No answer. Called him again the next day. Hey, brother, I'm a little busy right now. Always busy. The busiest person in the world. Literally. I'm a little busy right now. Call me again tomorrow. Called him tomorrow for like almost 5 days straight.
Jeez.
I'm a little busy right now. But I was consistent because you told me you had an opportunity for me. I don't know what it is. So I hopped on the phone with him that last day. It was like, hey, brother, I'm going to call you back in 15 minutes. I'm like, fuck, this man just has me. He ain't gonna, he's just another one of those all talk. He actually called back in 15 minutes and he was like, hey, bro, so this is what this is. You're going to be working, for this, for that. What are you doing right now? I told him I'm working 2 jobs. I'm averaging about 10 a month is what I'm doing. He's like,
10K a month?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing shit on the side too, I was hustling.
Okay, so he had his little trap thing going by himself, it sounds like.
So he was like, okay, bet, this is what we're offering. This is, do you have a car? I was like, no. He's like, all right, cool. You get to drive her car around because it's for her needs. You feel me? You can't take it home and do, your own shit or it just off some like only her needs. Are they asking questions?
No. We'll get to them. Somebody said, is this man cussing that? Don't listen to that.
Oh, shit. Oh,
yeah.
Probably because
yeah.
They said he was cussing that.
But, all right. And how much, if you don't mind me asking, how much were you getting paid from them?
It was about, I was averaging after tax, about 1,300 a week. So
1,300 a week.
Yeah, so it was a little bit less than what I was making
decent money.
But it was like instead of working 2 jobs and having to hustle and do all this, shit, now I only have to do one thing.
And it's something that you enjoy.
Well, I didn't know what it really was. That was my first time being someone's, I guess, assistant. That was the job description. Just be her assistant. If she needed this, needed that, needed this book, that. That's what it was. So I didn't even know really what I was signing up for. All I was told was, bro, you can't really be about the wanting cloud, wanting fame, which is not what I want. I've never wanted, to be honest. This is the last thing I would be doing right now. Like, what I would rather do is be in a closet writing music for someone else.
Why in the closet? No, we get to that.
Yeah. But the last thing I would want is for everyone to just know every detail and part of my life. So I didn't care about the clout. I never once asked her to post me or try to be on her, anything that had to do with her fame. I stayed as far away from it as possible because that's not what I wanted. I was just here to just
stand up, brother. High morality, high integrity.
Do what I was told, which is, help her out, get her needs done, this and that, get paid, go home and help my family. That's what it was for me.
Yep.
How many hours did you work a week?
Shit, bro. At first, it started off as just like, okay, when I came in, it was a little bit hectic. She just needed someone, she just fired her recent assistant. So I kind of had to be there the first week, just 24/7, just to kind of get accustomed to whatever was going on. Then I was like, okay, well, this is probably not gonna work out because I'm damn near already slaving 24/7. Ain't no job you work 24/7, bro. That's like that's illegal. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need a schedule.
Well,
nah, bro. Like
there's ways to get around that.
Okay, well, if they paying that bread, nigga, you gonna do what you gotta do. You feel me?
Hypothetically, just being devil's advocate, do you know the movie company called AMC?
Yeah, I do.
So they can work you over 40 hours and not pay you time and a half because they're an entertainment company.
Well, guess what? I wouldn't be working for AMC, so I probably wouldn't be in that predicament. That's the thing. I didn't know that's what it was.
I work for AMC.
Oh, damn.
I go keep on going.
So I started working for her. First week, it felt like it was 24/7. Shit was just getting. I'm just accustomed to just everything. This that. No training involved. Just having to just figure it out. I need this. I need that. I need this. I need that. I'm like, well, shit, I didn't know that this is what it was. But I just quit both of my jobs, left almost everything behind that I've been working on for months, because you can't really do nothing on the side working with her. She needs shit every minute of the day. So if you're doing something else, it ain't gonna work out. You feel me? So I dropped everything, and now I'm starting to notice the pattern of where this is going. I can't just go back and be like, can I get my job back? That's not how it works. You feel me? That's not how it works. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It's paying decent. Let me just do what I gotta do to get my money. Then it goes from being hectic. Then I'm like, yo, I need a schedule. So my work hours was about probably from like 11 a.m. To like 6 p.m. at night. So about 8 to 10 hours ish. Sometimes I would do overtime if she needs, certain things. But by 6,
did she pay you overtime?
Yeah, she paid overtime. But sometimes she made me work for it. Like I would have to pretty much beg for my overtime to be paid. We'll get into that later. Yeah, bro. Like it was crazy. By 6 p.m. I would leave. At the time, my mom, wasn't in the best shape, so I would have to go home, help her out, help my sister out, and do stuff like that. Then it started getting to the point where I would leave. I guess she's used to her old assistants living with her, but I've never lived with her. I don't feel comfortable living with other. I like my own space.
Fuck no. Living with your boss sounds like hell.
You know what I mean? Even as a little kid, I never felt comfortable.
Is her place dope?
Yeah, her place was super nice. I just would rather. I'm not a person where
nobody wants to stay with that bitch. See, this is the thing. We don't get all googly like, oh my God, she has a mansion. Oh my God, she has a $10 million mansion. Oh my God, let me be around her. That's women. We don't get distracted by shiny shit like that, man. Like, we're not enticed by that, especially coming from women. We don't get starstruck and so, oh my God, she's got a $4 million estate. Oh my God, I want to be there so bad. I just want to stay here forever. That's women. It's not men. Nobody wants to live with this bitch. She's crazy.
You have all of this and you're like, oh yeah, you can do this. I'm just going to let me take as much as I can.
Well, yeah, in fact, and then you really feel like,
yeah, bro, I wasn't like that.
Every day.
Yeah, I wasn't like that. I was raised like where you use the best of what you have. So if I worked hard for the place that I'm living at, I'm going to enjoy it. I don't need the big, whatever to feel like I'm the man. Like, no, I want to work for my shit and I want to enjoy it because I earned it. Not because it was just, because the last thing I hate, bro, is someone giving you something and then like rubbing it in your face. Like,
yep.
Oh, I remember I did this for you.
Oh, and for a fact, Malu is that type of bitch. She the type of bitch that keeps score. And what do I always tell you? Never date a bitch that keeps score. Never. Because at the end of the day, men always provide more value in relationships than women do. Never date a bitch that keeps score.
I hate that shit.
Then they can take it back.
Because if men was keeping score, oh shit, we would have had rented up by now. It would have been a mercy rule if men kept score, but women always keep score. Never date a bitch that keeps score.
I hate that shit. And that's what she did to her recent people that work for her. The ones that worked before me, the ones that worked after me. She pretty much told them, hey, they could live there. But I didn't know that. I didn't want to live there because I didn't want to live there. But then later on, finding out that she told them they could live there and then telling them, oh, you get the fuck out. Like, these people left.
She kicked them out?
Yes, bro. These people
That's
left,
wild.
took one-way flights to Cali. Like, you have this girl, Victoria. She took a one-way flight to Cali just to work for her.
Yep.
Do everything for her. She got mad one day and told her, oh, well, you got to figure it out. Not even a flight back.
Yep.
And the other guy damn near called the police on him after telling him he could live there. Like, that's insane.
That's crazy. Because I to give you double advocate, I recently fired like a lot of my people as well, like 3 of them, right?
Right.
But one of them who was living in one of my places, I gave him like 45 days. I paid his rent to 45 days.
Shit.
You know what I mean? But it didn't, bro. Actually took Yesterday was his last day. He actually took 50, but we ain't even gonna get into that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Yeah, that's fucked up. That's mad.
Yeah,
That's
bro,
one day notice.
Bro, just no notice, bro.
Oh, no notice.
Get the fuck out, like that. Yeah,
Jeez.
like that. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. But imagine if I would have been living at her house too. The minute she got tired of me, she would have just been like, "Okay, well, fuck you, get the fuck out." Now what? I just quit my job. I'm just this. I just that. Like, you know, like I would have been. It's kind of like you go from you working towards something, you leave all of that to go do something else. You think you're working towards something else just for it to just boom. Now you're back at square one.
Yep.
I mean, it's messed up, bro. It's really messed
What a
up.
bitch.
That's oh damn.
It's messed
That's
up.
fucked up. So tell me about like, all right, because like, were y'all friends or did you just work for them? Who do you work for?
To be honest, I don't like to mix business with
friendship
or even
Yep.
pleasure, like any of that. So
I mean, this brother is a stand-up individual. All of the things that he said, I mean, 100%. He a real nigga.
Speaking about pleasure, you didn't find her attractive at all?
nah, not really. Everyone always asks me that, but to be honest with you, no. That's
Run
not
it back.
older women. I've always liked older women.
Like
yeah,
the gills.
I like.
So he say he like older women. Is this the same guy who is like homosexual? I don't know.
Speaking about pleasure, you didn't find her attractive at all?
Nah, not really. Everyone always asks me that, but
So I mean, the thing is, yeah, she's a bad bitch, but once you start living with her, see, the thing is, the allure of beauty from a woman wears off very quickly because you're looking at her and thinking that's what you're gonna get. A sweet, innocent, like super hot, you know, very sexy girl. You think she's gonna be super nice and you know, just super dainty and whatnot and soft and compassionate and embracing, and you think that's what you're gonna get. Then, you know, she starts cursing you out and shitting with the door open, and now you're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, you're not that hot anymore. See, the allure of beauty wears off on men very quickly, especially once we start spending time with you, and especially after we get our nut. Okay, but in this case, this brother spent a lot of time with her, and her allure had worn off significantly.
to be honest with you, no. That's not my type. I like older women. I've always liked older women.
Like
yeah,
the gills.
I like older women.
Hey, yo. All right.
So for
like
me,
70,
it's like,
80?
nah, that's wild.
Oh, we talking about 40, 50?
That's wild. I'll
Man,
say,
50, hey, 50 is a new 30, bro.
We'll stop it at 40. We'll stop it at 40.
Man, look, you gotta try one in 50.
Nah, you wild. You tried it?
I feel it.
And the oldest woman that I've ever slept with was 43, and then the second oldest was like 36. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I prefer that though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like there's really nothing like smashing like a bad 19, 20, 21-year-old. Like, I mean, it's just no comparison.
Man, nah, but I never really looked at her that way. I was so focused on my goals, like, yo, this is an opportunity for a young kid to just, you know, make it out.
That's
like,
smart. I like it. Not like you. Like you
bro.
would have been trying to get up in.
Nah, bro. Even though she would bring people around me, I never once like, oh shit, this is this person, this that person. Let me grab you. Never once. Like I stayed in my lane. You feel me? If she introduced me, then she introduced me. But I would never like, you know, oh, let me see what I can grab, how much clout, how much, you know, connections I can make off of her. I was just like, okay, you know what? This money that I'm making, let me.
Shout out to Alpha though. He says, when in a hypergamous city, almost every girl bad, only betas and simps are blinded by beauty. Facts.
Invest this. Let me put this here. Let me put that here. Just to kind of I don't plan on working for anyone my entire life. But this is a step forward to, you know, moving on in life. That's the way I looked at it. So I never really looked at her like, oh, I'm attracted to you. Let me find my way into, you know, serving. That's the last thing on my mind, bro. I'm trying to retire my family.
Stand up, brother.
To make it out. That was what's in my head every day. Doing the best that I could do. What can I do to make her day better?
You're a real one.
You know, like do this, do that.
And this is my point, guys. Stop looking for opportunity through women. They're gonna let you down, man. Stop looking for opportunity through women, unless she's really about her business and like you can see that she's got credibility and references and all that. Stop looking for you know, upward mobility in your career through women. Please, just don't do it.
To just shit, who knows? Like maybe get an increase of salary or some shit where I could just, you feel me? That was what was going on in my head.
And for your hard work and dedication, how did she perceive it? How did she pay you back?
Bro, there was no payback. She was the freaking worst person I've ever worked for in my life. Ever.
All right, explain to me about more of these work conditions.
There's not one thing that you see how your chef just brought you food and brought you drinks. You're like, thank you. There was no thank you. It's like, go grab me this.
Wow. No, thank you. She doesn't even have manners. What a bitch.
You could drive, bro. I remember a couple times she made me drive 40 minutes and early in the morning to go and buy her churros. I can't complain because I'm here to assist. If you want churros, you're gonna get churros. Whether I want to drive 40 minutes or not, you don't give a fuck. You just want your churros. So I drive 40 minutes. Yes, bro. Churros. I know exactly. Churros with no sugar at this little Hispanic
And if you guys don't know, churros is like a Hispanic pastry.
spot where they sell it at. You can't buy churros anywhere. You have to go to this. Yes, you have to go to this exact location where she wants you to go. So I'm driving, right? From the minute I step foot out to the minute I get to the churro spot. How far are you? How far are you? How far are you? How far are you? And when I don't answer,
what the fuck?
I said, why the fuck you not picking up your phone? Why, like, it's like, damn, nigga, can I just drive? Like, you know, it's crazy.
Right.
There's an accident here, accident there. How far are you? How far are you? Like,
what a bitch. Oh my God. I can't believe he put up with this shit.
Yo, wow. I get there, get to the churro spot, bring the churros back home, 40-minute drive, 40-minute back, just for her to be like, oh, I'm not hungry no more.
Wow. A straight abuse of power. What is this? I mean, what did this bitch watch The Devil Wears Prada one time and now she thinks she's some like executive boss? Like, dude, fuck Malu, bruh. She's a fucking cunt, bro. She's a fucking cunt. And I don't know if this is, I don't know which employee they were claiming was actually homosexual. He doesn't, he hasn't mentioned being interested in men at all. So I don't think that he swings that way. So I did want to clarify that. But yeah, man, she's a raging cunt.
Not even a thank you. You just drove almost damn near an hour. You just did. And while I'm doing that, Rich, order me this. I'm driving. Order this, book that. What the fuck, bro? Like, that's wild. And I can't really complain about it. Nobody gonna understand this shit.
Nah.
Ain't nobody living this life like to be understanding.
Facts.
They're not gonna understand
always
that.
goes. I think you always
Nah,
goes.
bro. You know, it was only one day she told me thank you. And I guess just because she looked in my eyes and I looked like I was just ready to just quit. Bro, she put me through the fucking, my nigga, since the minute she woke up till sundown, bro. Like, yo, I was ready to just like, yo, you know what, I can't do it.
And you're more of a driver, or did you like more of a like assistant?
What do you mean by driver?
Like, what did you drive her places a lot?
Yeah, bro. That role is like assistant is more like personal slave to her. So
Yes.
You're the assistant, you're the booking flights, you're pretty much damn near the manager too. You're freaking her personal driver. And if she found out that you know how to cook, oh boy, you would be the personal cook chef. If she found out you know how to clean, you would be her personal cleaner. If you lived with her, oh, you're fucked. You would be the cleaner, the fucking dog taker, the poop cleaner. Like, yo, go pick up the dog shit. Yo, go feed the dog. Like, yo, it's wild, bro.
But granted, hear me out. Granted, because I ask my people to help me around the house. If you live with me, I ask you to help me with my pups. I
Right.
ask you to take, you know what I mean? So,
But you ask. That's the difference.
Oh,
You ask.
yeah.
It's
Wow.
obligated.
Yeah.
It starts off as a favor. Like, hey, bro, can you clean this off for me? That wasn't in the job description since when. Yeah, he's helping you out. He's your assistant. He's supposed to help you. Okay, cool. But it went from, hey, bro, can you do this for me, please? To, why the fuck you ain't clean this? Like, I didn't know
Wow.
this was a part of the task that I had to do every day.
What a
like, it
bitch.
goes from, oh, can you clean the dog poop, or can you feed the dog for me? You know, I'm helping. It's cool. I'm not arguing. Half the time, if she don't need shit, I'm probably just sitting around just doing shit online. Like, yo, let's book this studio time, do this, working with the manager, trying to make shit happen for her. But it goes from a favor to like, oh, why the fuck you ain't come and feed the dog at this time? I'm not gonna walk inside of your house without your permission. That's my manners. I'm not just gonna go and open. I don't live here. I'm not just gonna go open the door just because I know, okay, you want me to feed the dog at 10 a.m., but you didn't give me permission to open the door and walk inside of your house without your permission. You know, so it's like I didn't know it was obligated for me to. That wasn't in my job description. You know, but since I'm supposed to help around, I don't have a problem with it. But then when you make it obligated and you're being disrespectful about it, then it becomes a thing where it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm not your slave. You know, I'm not your slave. If I knew my job was to be this and be that, and I've accepted to it, I would have done it. That's what I accepted to, but that's not what
Wow.
It's just crazy, bro. Like, my mind is fried right now.
Other than like calling you like stupid and all that, like, did she ever like just make you feel like just terrible?
Bro,
Like,
she
with
made
names
me,
and
bro,
stuff?
for 2 months after I worked for her, bro. And this is like one of the few times, like today, I spoke about this probably like 5-6 times already. I didn't know how to feel. And like, this is not me trying to make it up. Like, everyone around me that's close to me was worried about me. I have messages, texts like, yo, are you okay? I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know if I was happy, if I was sad, or if I was depressed. I couldn't talk to anybody about it because they wouldn't understand me.
He was just numb. And I know that feeling, that numbness of being taken advantage of. He was just numb.
Definitely couldn't go to my mom or my family about it because they wouldn't approve of me. You know, if your mom knows somebody was treating you like shit, she wouldn't want you to, you know, be working and knowing that you're using the money to help her out. She wouldn't want you to do that. You know what I mean? So I can't go talk to my family about it because I'm using this to help my family out. So I'm for 2 months straight, like I'm damn near thinking like, yo, I'm fucking damn near depressed, sad at the same time, but I don't know how to feel. I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I would literally get up every day, go grab food, come back home and just fucking try to dream, bro. Because I didn't know what to do. I damn near almost wanted to kill myself. I couldn't cry. I tried to cry.
She almost drove this man to self-deletion. Disgusting.
GTA. In GTA.
Huh?
It's just TL. It's just GTA.
Oh.
GTA. We were playing the game.
Oh, somebody.
That shit lame as fuck, man. I hate like niggas trying to censor themselves. Like, you can't talk about shit. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, it is what it is, bro. I'm gonna talk my shit because like it is what it is. 999 Alphazo sends a 999 super trap. He says that is exactly how they act when you date them. Almost every baddie I've ever dated or been around has been like how he's explaining. I have deja vu moment. Fact.
Oh, shit, like
Somebody said was the girl that pimped him. Oh shit!
Damn, did you feel pimped?
Shit, hey man, not in the way they mentioned it.
So wait, because I know she did like OL and all that. She ain't never asked you like, yo, you want to do a collaboration?
She didn't do the sexual thing towards me, but
That's
she
all.
did do it towards the other girl that worked for her.
Yeah, she's a whore.
So I mean, I don't know how. I don't know if she's watching.
Is she? Do you have her number?
Who?
That girl.
That girl? Yeah, I think I do.
Is
Should I
she,
call her?
yeah, if she's wanting to.
Uh-oh.
She's open to.
Shorty gonna talk?
She made her do a collab with her or something?
Hopefully we can get her on the
I don't know
phone.
what happened while they was, you know, working together, but I don't be, bro. I try to avoid this conversation as much as possible because I just wanted peace. Like after I stopped working for her, all I wanted, bro, was to just, can I just live my life for just 10 minutes without someone asking me something about this or asking me something about that, me really reliving these moments where I was being, she's not answering, where I was being mistreated, called fucking dirty little Haitian.
Yo, what? Nigga, what?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, all shit like that. And having to witness.
She called you what?
Yeah, bro. Yes, bro.
No. Replay
dirty
that.
Little Haitian.
Wow.
Yes, bro.
How did she get comfortable enough to say that to you?
It would just come out. She would wake up and just be like, "What the fuck is wrong with this?" Like it's like, bro. She would flip like this. Can I get a water, please? She would just ask, "Oh, can I get a water? Rich, can you give me a water?" Boom. I go. I grab her water. She never said hot or cold. I grab her water. It didn't matter if it was hot or cold. If it was hot, why the fuck you got me a hot water? Damn, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Yo, what?
Hold on.
If it was cold,
wow.
Like, oh, yo, Rich, give me a chef.
Wait. What's her ethnicity?
Bro, to be honest, I know she's Hispanic, but I don't really know, bro.
Still doesn't excuse the behavior. Still does. I mean, stop giving Hispanics the N-word pass, bro. We can't just be giving them the pass just because they got a little bit of melanin. Like, we are a different people. We suffered from different hardships. We are not the same at all.
I don't like.
So wait. Chat, because I always get confused with this. Do Hispanic people get a pass?
Bro, I have.
Fuck no.
I have.
Not around me. I'll tell you that much.
Voice notes.
You have voice notes?
Yes. It ain't like I'm just out here just saying this shit for the people.
Check because we got mute stream and see if we can show those on stream. There's a lot. It's deep. Like it's like dark.
Yeah, bro.
I'll be right back, chat.
Like pull up the voice note.
Oh, they finna expose this hoe, bruh. This shouldn't be fire. Shout out to these brothers, man.
Yeah, we play that.
Yeah,
It's nothing. Go ahead, run.
Man,
he knew it. He knew it by heart, chat.
Bro, because I had to relive those moments every day. Like, you know, just waking up and the first thing is on your head is just like, damn, I can't even believe I've allowed someone to put me. You don't realize it. You don't realize it at the moment because, you know, you start working, you're already deep in, you're getting paid, your life is a little bit different. You know, you're around this, that. Your life is moving so fast. You're doing so much for her. By the time you come home, you're fucking exhausted. You're not thinking about the way she treated you or this and that, but it's constant over and over and over and over and over.
Right. Shout out to Alpha Zoe. He says, only difference between me and others is I'm quick to dump them after a few weeks or months. My friends be like, bro, just deal with it. She bad, bro. Fuck that. Alpha Zoe also says, and if you stand up to them, you will literally be fighting and arguing every day. Facts. He says, men just want peace at work, at home, etc. He traumatized and he ain't even get the pussy. Yep. Spark That Shit said, I'm Latino and I'm okay with my black friends calling me the N-word, not to them, but just expressing myself, just like I give them a pass calling me shit because we joking with each other. Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. You know, here's the thing with Hispanics saying the N-word. So I'm not totally against it. I just don't want them to have a universal pass to say it. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm just against the universal pass. Like, yeah, if it's the homies and we all cool and da whatever, yeah, fine. I mean, shit. You know, it's some white boys who really get down who, you know, they might even slip up and say, yo, damn, my nigga, like whatever. And I ain't gonna pay it no mind because like I know we tight like that and it ain't no sweat. But the universal N-word pass, you know, I'm not rocking with it. It all has to do with context. So I definitely get what you're saying, Spark That, for sure.
Over and over again, like a fucking slave, being called names and being called things, and it's like,
play that real quick so we can see the names,
bro.
Chat.
Like, is there really something wrong with you niggas? Dude, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Like, it's wild, bro.
Dude, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Wow.
Like, it gets even deeper. I don't want to play some shit that.
No. All the ones you play.
Play it, bro. Play it.
Play only the ones you play.
Play it, please.
I think I got this.
That's exactly my fucking point. And now we're gonna have to for the food to be ready. Why the fuck would I eat pasta at fucking 11 a.m.? Are you dumb?
Like, yo, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I was like, my face, bro.
This
like
nigga
when
memorized everything.
When I first like saw that shit, bro, I heard that shit. I was like, yo. I can't.
She is an employer, guys.
I couldn't believe like what I was hearing, bro. For the chef story, this is pretty much what happened. She asked me to buy her a new phone. Got her a new phone, new number. She has the new phone. I have the number. She texts a wrong number. Hey, get chef at this time. I'm not getting the text. You ain't texting me that. You texting somebody completely different about that shit. So I'm over here. I already know she eats at this time, that time. I told the chef to come. Chef ended up coming early and started cooking fucking pasta for her. So she wakes up and she's like, I'm not eating that shit at this fucking time. And she even threatened, I have fucking videos. If he cooks that shit at this time, I'll throw it at the fucking car that you drive. Like, yo, wow, bro.
Can you show me that?
Now, I'm not going to lie. Pasta at 11 a.m. is kind of crazy. Unless it's like some type of breakfast pasta. I mean, I wouldn't get that mad and say, oh, well, you know, I'm going to throw it out the window. But I would say, hey, you know, do you really think that pasta is the best breakfast? I mean, I'd take a donut and a coffee. Okay.
Bro, hold on. Let me find that shit for you real quick.
No.
Dead ass, bro.
No, man.
First, let me show you the message where can I say the B word?
Yeah, you can say bitch. You can't just say slurs.
Okay. Well,
like,
that's what
she
said a lot of slurs, but it's not in this video.
Okay, yeah.
So this is when she
hold on, let me see. So I can show the.
Wait, no. This is a video first when she texted the wrong number, so you could hear it.
Bitch, please. Fuck you mean you didn't get no messages and I texted you? The fuck do you mean?
So you can see right here that she sent the messages. But first of all, when you send a message to someone on iMessage, it says delivered at the bottom when the message goes through. It ain't never said no deliver here. There's no deliver there. So the message never went through, which means you sent it to either the wrong number or not me. So I never got it. So I'm getting cursed out for, again, my job title. This is what I gave my job title. It's get blamed for everything that happens to Malu Trevejo. I was getting paid to take the blame for everything, whether I was right, wrong. I never got, if I was right, if it was something good, she gets credit. But anything else, it don't matter if it was her fault, one of her friends' fault, somebody else's fault. You know whose fault it was? My fault. Everything was just pinned on me. Now imagine
how many other black people did you work with?
Shit, I work with a lot of people, bro. A lot of people.
No, I'm talking about there.
Oh, with her?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by work with? I mean, her, all of her securities were black.
I'm talking about the people that quit. Out of all the people that quit and doing the lawsuit, how many of them are black?
One. The other ones are Hispanic. One.
Yeah. It just seems like there's a pattern on who thought it was.
I mean, she's just a piece of shit, though. Because she's mistreating everybody in her life. It's not just the black men or women, but sheesh.
I mean, shit, bro.
And
it's funny because if anybody else was to get on the phone with you right now, they'll tell you like you would hear the same story from everybody else without us having to communicate. If you was to call somebody else that went through the shit and you got on the phone with them and I wasn't here and be like, yo, tell them this, you would hear the same shit. Because she does the same shit, but a lot of people are so fooled by the fucking celebrity followers and they're scared that if I go on Instagram, if I go on this and expose her, she's gonna come for me. I don't give a fuck about this fame shit. So I could say whatever, I could say the truth because it's the truth. That's what it is. I don't care. It's the truth. She did this to me. She did this to the other people that were working for her. She's probably doing this shit right now to whoever's her assistant.
So let me ask you this: after she did that to you, did she ever like the next days? Was it like, hey, no, I'm sorry.
Next days, bro, fucking 3 minutes. Like she would say stuff, curse me out, yell, do screaming, fucking all the bullshit you could think in the book. I would send her messages like, hey, let's be respectful. I never like talk back. I'm not a drama person. I don't like drama. If you disrespect me, I'm just gonna address it to you like, yo, I didn't like what you did, and we have to come to a conclusion to fix it and move on. I don't like drama, like the fighting and this and that. Yeah, I don't like that shit. So I would tell her.
Jesus Christ, imagine your boss being a fucking 21-year-old entitled OnlyFans whore. Godly, I couldn't even imagine working for a bitch like that. Oh, man. Bro is down bad. Down bad. And he always tried to keep it respectful, man. So shout out to this brother. He tried to do his damn job.
Like, hey, let's be professional. I'm your assistant. My job is supposed to make you better, your day better. My life revolves around yours, damn near at this point. Like, I can't do shit without fucking including you in it because I'm here with you almost 24/7. Even on the times where I'm not working, I'm book this, book that, 3 fucking a.m. book security. I'm in the club. You didn't even tell me you was going to the club. Now I have to find a security unless like I'm a fucking genie. Like I wish security was here with you. Like that's not how that shit works. Yo, come, blah blah blah. She needs this, she needs that. They don't want to come. They don't want this. Now I gotta figure shit out. Like 3 a.m. bro, 3, 4, 5 a.m. Why the fuck you not answering? What? This is off hours. I'm not obligated to be fucking at 5 a.m. booking you security when you didn't even tell me shit. You feel me?
But did she ever like apologize?
No, bro. There was no apology. I would tell her like, hey, I didn't like the way you did this. Let's be professional, blah blah blah, this and that. Like just telling her like, let's be respectful towards each other. Like, don't curse me out, don't yell at me, don't this and that. I would even tell her like, yo, I'm not responding to you for the next 30 minutes because this is too negative for me. I can't take this much. I'm gonna respond when you calm down. I would tell her stuff like that because I couldn't take it. It's so much. And guess what? She would switch the message like this. Can you come feed my dog? Like completely like reads the whole fucking paragraph that I sent. No sympathy. Can you book this for me? Like nothing ever happened. Like nothing ever happened, bro. Like fuck.
And the reason why she can do that is because she's on drugs. So like she can't even process how her actions affect other people. This is how drug addicts behave. They can't fathom how their actions affect other people.
Fucking curse you out, bitch. You this, fuck this, that.
What was the first time? Like, what was the first time?
I don't remember, bro. I don't remember.
Like, were you like, what the fuck,
bro? Shit, I was like, what the fuck within the first week, just watching how she was getting mad at other people. But at first week, it wasn't really towards me. It was just her anger would switch like this. Fuck this shit, fuck that. I was like, yo, wow. But I never said anything. It's not my.
She might have that Kanye, that bipolar.
That's the thing. It wasn't none of my business. That's not my job description. You yelling, screaming. I'm not here to be your therapist. If you want to talk about it, that's cool. I would listen, but I'm not gonna say anything because that's not my place. I'm here to be your assistant. I'm gonna assist you. That's it. Wow. I ain't here to be involved and try to be all lovey-dovey, friendish. I'm trying to get a bag, bro, and help my family. So if this is what I have to do is help you do this, even when you ask me to do shit, I don't want to do it. I'm doing it for you so I can go and help my family.
Wow.
It's the truth. It ain't storyteller. It's the fucking truth. There's proof of everything. Like I could show you voice notes, text messages, like everything. This is proof. That's why Rolling Stones agreed to even take this on as a story in the first place. Because when I was doing the interview, they heard the fucking voice notes and they was like, yo, I can't believe this shit. I cannot believe this shit.
Let me ask you this. And feel free to say no, because I don't know her. So the chances of this happening is very, very little. But I'm very resourceful. If I were to be able to get her here to the interview,
I wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't want to. Okay,
I wouldn't be here. I after I stopped working for her, I literally I blocked her. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm that one chance person in whatever friendship relationship. If we can't fix it, bye. Like I move on. I don't do the negativity. This is the most negative thing that I've experienced in my entire life. Bro, my parents, my family were like negative about me about my goals, and I left the house and was fucking homeless for months because I didn't want to deal with the negativity. I didn't even realize that I was dealing with it until later on. You feel me? So it's like when I realized it was just like, yo, I just want to be peaceful. I couldn't talk about it for months because I didn't even know how to talk about it. I didn't know how. It's just like I'm still trying to catch my breath. Like, oh shit!
You guys see how abusive these women are. They're extremely abusive. They try and make it seem like men are the abusers and whatnot, but women verbally instigate a lot of these altercations. And when they have the means to physically initiate them, they'll do the same. Just like Malu, she's using her bodyguard as a pit bull.
Went through this? Damn. And then people are asking, yo, replay the audios. And I'm just like, yo, I cannot believe this shit. Like, yo, she was, oh my God. Like, because everything was just so fast. Like, bitch, fuck you this. And then you ordered this. And then the manager calls you, yo, we need to do this for Malu so she could do. You don't have time to feel. You don't have time to sit back and feel like, oh, I'm being manipulated. I'm being fucking called this and called that and nigga this and nigga that and then bitch this. And you don't have the time. So when you finally do get the little time, you sit back and you're like, yo, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be sad, depressed, or fucking kill myself. I don't know what to do at this point.
GTA.
Huh?
So when you
GTA. Okay.
Role player, GTA.
Yeah,
Okay.
GTA,
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I was supposed to just GTA because it felt like I was like not even belittled, like just put to the lowest level on earth that you possibly could.
Like
that
we're nothing.
where you don't feel like you have a purpose. I'm just trying to figure out what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to just like maybe just like get some type of breathing where I feel like I could just for a little bit.
Did she like did drugs or anything? Or
yeah, it's another thing. She would make me buy fucking pounds and pounds of weed, bro, and I would have to drive the car with it. So in Miami,
weed doesn't make me. Weed makes you like this, like chill.
Yeah, but in Miami,
no,
but in Miami,
see how you relax? That's weed.
In Miami is not legal in Miami. That's the thing. Over here in Cali, weed is legal.
Yeah, but like no. This is what I'm saying. You play that voicemail. This is weed. This is weed. This is weed personified.
Okay.
Dude, you know, this relaxes you. I've never met just a really angry weed person.
Well, she's probably that one angry weed person.
She was having you picked up some late shit.
Whatever she was smoking.
Allegedly. Maybe.
Look, bro, allegedly. I don't smoke, so I
don't like how, like, you know, I guess this is his show. This is his sense of humor. I don't like how he's walking on eggshells with this conversation. That's just me, though. I speak like bluntly and I stand on that shit, you know, but it is what it is. Respect to this podcast.
Wouldn't even know that she was smoking, so I can't even really comment too much on it. But all I was saying is that it's not legal in Miami.
Oh, so she was making you.
I'm driving with pounds. If I was to even ever get stopped, the police don't give a.
Nah, you black too.
Bro, you black.
You
know this and you got pop, bro. You're like years done. That's it, done.
How bad were you sweating when you were driving,
bro? What, bro? And you getting the messages like, "How far are you? How far are you? How far are you?" You cutting through everybody with pounds.
Yeah, she could set your ass up too. She could hit your ass with the.
It wasn't mine.
No, not only that. My car was stolen, and I think she had drugs in the car.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she would have did
another bullet
like
that I dodged, bro.
Could have hit you with
God had my back.
Yeah,
now that's crazy. So weed is still legal in
it's
Miami?
not legal. It's not legal yet in Miami.
Jesus,
yeah, it's not legal yet. And I wasn't even the only one. Everybody that damn near worked for her had to do it too. Yeah, securities had to do it.
She got all that money.
More than me, bro.
She really,
bro. I swear, probably like 40 blunts a day. If not, I'm not talking about.
And they said 30. They were being nice. They were being nice in the lawsuit. This nigga said 40 blunts a day. Easy.
I know little small ass.
She's skinny.
Bro, big ass fucking joints, bro.
That shit hitting.
But hey, that's irrelevant. I mean, shit.
She ain't did other drugs you see?
Not that I seen of. I can't speak about shit that I don't have proof of. So
did she drink a lot?
I guarantee she was off that pink coke at them Hollywood sex parties. Guaranteed.
Like, where's the race
nigga, the drinking was crazy too. I would pick up fucking 6 bottles of Don Julio, then 6 bottles of what's that other shit? No. It's still Don Julio, but the one where you know the shit where you smack at the top. the 1942 and the fucking
What's the blue bottle?
the blue bottle, bro. The shit where you smack the top at.
Fuck.
Yeah, you smack the top and they go ping.
The white and blue one,
Yeah,
right?
that shit. Casa Azul.
Yeah, Casa Azul.
Bro, I was, bro. Nigga, I probably even. I don't know, bro. That's the thing. I was spending my money, my check,
That's probably
to buy these things for her.
Wait, huh?
My money,
You
my
should
heart.
make that?
I had to bet for it. Yes, bro. That's the fucked up part. You slave for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and then hey, go get me this, go get me that. Didn't give you no card to go get it at. So now I'm spending my card, and then I have to ask for it to be reimbursed back to me. And then when I ask for it, oh, why the fuck you spent this? Why the fuck you spent that? Trying to make it look like I'm trying to steal from her.
Right.
Approves of everybody else's payment, but mine. When I'm supposed to be the one that's your right hand man, like that's fucked up. How do you think that makes me feel? That's fucked up. I'm spending the money that I'm busting my ass for you for every day on you, just for you to.
And she's not reimbursing him. She still owes the man over $10,000.
Not even approve it. I have to beg you to approve it,
or $6,200, but with interest, let's just say 10.
Come on, bro.
Damn.
That's fucked up. That's super fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bro. Like it ain't just like, oh, you a bitch, you this, you that. If it was just these little things, it probably would have hit. But damn, nigga, like it's a lot. Just adding on and on and on and on and on and on. Like all the little shit, bro. Even to a point where she would mistreat other workers, other people, get into fights and stupid shit with other people. You know who they would come for? Me.
Damn.
I was getting the threats. Me on my phone. Yo, you better tell her to watch her mouth on how she speaks to this. I ain't even know when disrespecting her.
You're like, hey, we friends here.
I'm the one getting the threats. Yo, we know where you stay at. I'm like,
Damn.
yes, bro. You better tell her to watch her mouth with this or that. I'm like, wow, bro. Wow.
She's running like that. No wonder Travis Scott didn't try to sign that.
That's the thing. People could be like, oh, he making this up. He just want clout. He just wants some money.
Yeah, and there was something where she was trying to get out of a contract with Travis Scott or something like that, and people like to demonize Travis Scott. Yo, Malu's a fucking cunt. I mean, and Travis Scott got his issues too. He's a deadhead as well. But at the end of the day, whoever was in his ear telling him not to do business with her or, you know, not let her have her way in the contract, I mean, they were spot on.
I'm already doing good for myself. I don't care about her shit. I already had my little, you know, clout or whatever. I don't even really post on the gram like that. So if I was after clout, I don't think this is what I would be doing to try to get clout. There's so many ways you could go. I could literally go outside naked, post on TikTok. I'll be famous like that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do that though. But you feel me? Like it's just there's proof and truth behind it. There's proof behind it. Like everything that I'm saying, there's receipts.
And let me ask you this. So like, what was your last day? What was your last day?
Bro, I was in New York. That video you actually watched where you called her music, you know, whatever you called
dog
it.
Ass.
Shit, it didn't come out of my mouth.
Yeah, her music's fucking trash. Nobody knows her for her music. She's known for fucking spreading her legs. Period. End of discussion. She's known for being a fucking whore. That's it.
Dookie butter.
But I went to New York with her. Set everything up. She wanted to fly with her dog to New York. Couldn't fly with her dog to New York because the dog was overweight. Now, even though
she trying to bring a pit bull,
right? So she ended up. I booked all the flights, everything, right? So the dog couldn't fly. So instead of having someone like the cleaner or whatever watch the dog, even a security guard watch the dog, she decided I want to take a private jet instead. Now that's none of my business. You got the money for it. I'm not watching you. That's
she making make right.
I'm not watching her pocket. I'm just taking. You give me this. That's my check. Pay me what I work for. I don't give a fuck if you had millions. I'm not entitled to it. Pay me the shit that I work for. So she didn't even miss her flight. She didn't want to go. Fuck that shit. You fucked everything up. You this that. Yeah, literally for her couldn't go fly with her dog. I don't make the rules on whether it was a pit bull. I think so.
She trying to bring a fucking.
It was a little Frenchie.
Oh,
yeah, a little Frenchie. Yeah,
Frenchies do being big.
That shit was cute. I really like that dog. I really like that dog.
3 of them things.
But that dog shit a lot.
Yeah,
anyways,
they do too.
She couldn't travel with him, so she ended up getting a jet. We went over there to New York. I had to book everything while making sure all her shit is this and that. Now, since we were supposed to fly, I guess American, her suitcase had already left. Her suitcase already left to fucking New York. While now she's trying to take a private jet, but suitcase is already in New York.
Yeah.
Now, ain't nobody in New York to pick them up. So now guess where her suitcase at? Come back to Miami while she's about to take a flight to New York.
Real quick. People really want to know how much you're getting paid. Can you repeat yourself?
I was making like around $1,300 a week after taxes.
Really.
So really like $1,700, maybe like $5 to $8K a month around there. It ain't really nothing crazy, but I was investing my money on the side. Yeah, like 1.3K a week. But I was doing my little stuff on the side, like my Forex and investing and shit like that. So I was making decent amount. But it wasn't. Yeah, exactly my point. That's ass. Living in Miami now, $1,300 can't even pay rent, bro. You can't even get a studio in Miami for $1,300 a week, bro. You can't get $1,300 cannot pay a studio. My car itself is $1,300. That's not enough to, like, you feel me, survive. But it's like, bro, it was.
I mean, it's not terrible money.
It's not terrible.
But
it's a lot better than average.
40 hours a week,
but I'm doing,
money.
yeah, bro. I'm
if
doing. But sometimes I would do extra hours and shit like that. On Saturday and Sundays, I'm not supposed to work for her, but I was working for her because she still needed someone.
You're doing long hours, like say versus you're working like 10.
All right, I mean that's pretty much it. We read the lawsuit, guys. There's a lot going on here. Ultimately, Malu is, I mean, she's just a straight up bitch. I mean, there's really not much else to say. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you guys who joined the stream. Make sure you like the video. If you didn't see the full stream, make sure you hit the playback and run it back. Please, guys. It really helps me out if you leave a comment immediately after the stream ends. So make sure you leave a comment after the stream ends. Shout out to all my guys in here who stayed for the duration of the stream. This was an epic stream. It was crazy. It was eventful. It was action-packed. And it was a great expose of Malu, the Wicked Witch Trevejo, a.k.a. La Reina del Sud. So anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship questions to email down below with a screenshot of your cash app so I know you're paying on time, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking day with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.